How about now? There we go. This should be working now. There we go. What is up? What is up? Yeah, I forgot. We did the rip night last night, and then I got to turn into the StreamYard labs, and so it had my mic over there. Forgot to change it because I've literally done nothing since then but be down here. So, what up? What a fun rip night. We had, I think, up one time 6 people in, maybe had like 6 or 7 total different people in the house. What up? That was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming in. Olivia pulling some bangers again. And we had a couple of nice cards too. Aaron, nice Ben Rice auto. My hits right here. I seriously haven't, last night, did not pull that. Just throwing that off because I found it in a pile. But yeah, here was my best hit. It was the 1991 35th, or actually, it says 75th, but 91 design, 90 or 39 of 91. I don't remember what this one's called. It's a little thicker. It's kind of a retro stock. I did get an out of 10. Munoz rookie. Look at this. That wasn't the guy, but Kiki's still kind of cool. That's a cool looking photo. I got a Quan, also kind of a cool photo. I dig that. And a couple Jacks. Diamante. My Chrome Blaster sucked. I did 5-0 hits. That's why I'm not putting those in breaks because they're just not that good. But I did get myself this, a little refractor of Jack. So add that to the pile. Oh yeah, and I got the crimp parallel. Freezing on my end. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it was doing there. That may have just been because it's streaming. All my stuff says I'm going out fine. I don't know if it was just a glitch over at the YouTubes. All right, we're not in break 3. Weird. All right, anyways, let's come over here. Let me get this all situated. I don't even, honestly, are we sold out yet? I honestly don't even know. We are. There's a glimpse at what's to come. 22 mixer, 22 to 25 tops chrome mixer, 9 autos. That's a 9er. I'm using a walkie-talkie. All right. All right, let's see. I need to get this up. I need to do this. And pizzazz. We got teams. This. 15er. Here we go. Let's find the players. You know what? I'm going to throw those on the website. You guys go check them out. The dates and times aren't 100%. I'm planning on doing at least one tomorrow night, maybe 2. I'm just going to do it real quick. I'm going to put them up on the site. I'm going to do them this week. When exactly, I don't know, but we're going to put them up there. A couple mixers. Go check them out. 22 mixer and then a chrome mixer. Everything, then it's 22 except for 26 because I ain't got none. Okay. What am I doing here? Teams. Players. Orders. Where are we starting? Touch. What's up here? I can see some chat. Adley, yeah, that's what I had heard. Something about Adley to the Red Sox. Touch. Jake and the boys. SOL rips. Oh, not DOL. SOL. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to type around my stupid camera. All right, one more time. OL. Anyways, what's the biggest deal of the day? A deal, I mean, biggest trade. What was the biggest one so far? People's opinions. Oh, I cannot type. GRODT. Thank you. Owen's in the house. I'm gonna go with horror. No, I'm not. We'll do it. Let's do Craig. And Rocky got the line. There we go. All squared away. Other trades? No other trades? Not trades. I mean, not in this, but like in in the baseball. Well, we got 3 more hours to the deadline. All right, here we go. Get rolling. Talk about teams, and I'll get my mess cleared up. We'll get the boxes. That. Here we go. 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here we go. 7 times for the teams. Again, all 26 retails. All this is some Bowman and some Finest and some 1 box of Series 1. Celebration. No All-Stars. I was hoping to find some All-Star. All right, there we go. The teams. All right, here we go. Might as well trade Gunner. The Royals. All right, here we go. Diamondbacks, Cardaholic, Braves, Russ P. Orioles, Rick B. Red Sox, Jeff B. Cubs, Cardaholic, White Sox, Jake B. Reds, Craig. Guardians, Jeff B. Rockies, Craig M. Tigers, Nikolai. Astros, Rocky. Royals, Jason B. Angels, Jake B. Dodgers, Steve SOL Rips. Marlins, Eric. Brewers, Nikolai. Twins, Jason B. Mets, Cardio. Yankees, Hutch. Athletics, Adam. Get Rips, Die Trying. Phillies, Hutch. Pirates, Grote. Padres, Steve. Giants, Christian. Mariners, Owen. Cardinals, Corey. Rays, Memphis. Rockies, Rocky. No, sorry, Rangers, Rocky. Blue Jays, Craig, and Nationals, 2, Steve says Padres up for trade again. So we got 5 of those. 2 of those. One of these and 4 of these. So probably it's heavier towards Bowman, obviously, right? And then obviously Finest has all the rookies for the year. Series 1 celebration, obviously, just Series 1. Some Jack, Miz, Anthony. So Rockies, Pittsburgh, among some other teams in this. So anyways, yes, up on the site. Let's see. Let's see what we got. They have dates on them. I think one I'd say do tomorrow night, and then one a nooner on Wednesday. They both could be tomorrow night. They both could be nooner on Wednesday. They both or just be separate. So, anyways, but 20. Here it is. Let's come over here. Let's just go look at my website instead. 2 up, 3 up. So there we go. 9 autos in this bad boy. 22 to 25 Topps Chrome, 1 box from each year. 25 Topps Chrome update. 24 Topps Chrome Jumbo. Ellie Yamamoto. 23 Topps Chrome update. Obviously, then rookie debut patch autos. There's not nearly as many left from that year, but and then 22 Topps Chrome hobby. So 2 hobbies there. So yeah, 2, 5, 8, 9 autos. Phillies for Padres. So anyways, that's one of them up. I put up for tomorrow night. The date, time aren't necessarily 100% accurate. And then the 22 mixer. 4 boxes from 2022, a 22 update hobby, a 22 Topps Chrome Jumbo. So that one has 5 autos, a 22 Bowman hobby. So what? Churio, Ellie, a couple others. I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. Jeez. And then a 22 Heritage high number. We're looking for that real one. Maybe a sweet low number, like a black chrome. Super lucky, like a gold out of 5. All right, Phillies for the Padres. So we have Phillies and Padres. San Diego and Steve. Oh, they're right by each other. Right, no, Phillies. I'm looking at Giants. Phillies. Hutch and Steve. Is that correct? Phillies for Padres. Yep. This Phillies. SOL and Hutch. Padres. Cubs for Angels, says Drew. Pass on Mariners, sorry, says Jason. Who has the Cubbies? I mean, who has the Angels? Jake B. I don't know if you're in here, Jake. Cubs for Angels. Detroit for the Braves. Nick looking for his Braves. Who has the Tigers? Nikolai has. Wait a minute. Nikolai, you have Tigers. All right, Braves. Who has the Braves? Russ does. Russ has them. What's up, Jake? You have the Angels and the White Sox. You're passing the Cubbies. Being a Cardinals fan, just out of principle. Then yeah, Nick is looking for his Braves. He has Detroit. Russ, if you're in the house, a trade offer for you. Delmarva is saying Miami is up for the trade. Marlins. But again, yes, go check out the site. a couple good breaks. I'm excited to do these mixers. 6 auto mixer and a 9 auto mixer. Big time potential in those. The chrome one I'm pretty excited about. Getting to 24 tops chrome. Jumbo. Oh yeah. Those were pretty good. I remember I did a case live at my local card shop. I did a break over there. It was kind of fun. Angels for Cardinals. Who has the Cardinals? St. Louis. Corey. Detroit for Royals. Man, we're getting all kinds of offers out there. Who has the Royals? Jason. Interested in the Tigers for the Royals. Again, so we got, it's mainly Bowman. And then 2 of these finest, and then 1 of these. That's not, 4 of these, 5 of these, 1 of these, 2 of. I'm going to update the list. With the trade that has been confirmed. That'd be pretty crazy though, with if Adley goes to Boston, divisional rival. Interesting. Don't normally see that. Pass on Detroit. Okay. And then the other one, I don't see Angels for Cardinals. Corey, if you're in here, but I haven't seen Corey yet. He may not get in here. So I think that's just about all the trade offers. Anyways, let's just start off this little celebration box. The last of my stash. Was really hoping to get one of those all-star ones because they seem to, at least this little first wave of them, man, have been pretty good. But there's only one wave of them, really, as far as I've seen. All right. That may be a team border, which would probably be our hit for the box. Typically, you're getting 1 hit, sometimes 2 hits per box. Just hopefully it's, a good hit. What's that? Oh. For a second, I thought that was Independence Day, but it's just the insert. I haven't seen it in a while. Bobby's back tomorrow. He was on the 10-day IL with a little stiffness in his back. Michael, I know he was on a rehab thing. I think there was a little setback a little bit ago, but I don't know where he's at. I don't know I think Isbell may be getting close to getting back. I like Isbell. I think Isbell's a stud. Man, he's a heck of a center fielder. I do know that. All right. Well, if you still want to trade, let me know. Put some emojis in the chat so I see it. Here we go. Honey turned around. Titans of the game. Bobby. I forgot. Yeah, lots of inserts in these boxes. Plus because you get the regular inserts and then a bunch of the exclusive inserts in this. All right, what do we got here? A couple turnaround cards. Carson Williams and a Ben Rice. On the, this is the, the confetti. I forgot about that too. It's been a while. That's the pink holofoil. Kelly Carlson. Let's see it. Let's see who can find that's been traded. Who's been traded? Nobody. Who's the first person we're going to find that's been traded? Colby Thomas. Maybe Dinger was traded. Speaking of Dinger, man, the freaking Rockies hit some dingers against the Royals in a match just over the weekend. Fake. Greatly. Rainbow. Colson. Royals. I was really hoping today, we had an off day. Maybe it'd be like, oh, yeah, and we're done with Q. All right, Nico. And then our one opening day. Were some of these like opening day, then some were something else, right? A Topps logo, I remember now, yeah. Tatis. But Q's still the manager. We could trade him for a box of peanuts. Something. Payment. I'd be down for that. I'd be down. I'm a moron. There's I try to get inserts just separated, and I just kept putting them on the pile separately and then putting the base right on top of it. Because I'm dumb. There we go. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it does seem like, I mean, these were good. But you get one hit. There for a while, the first hits, the first, bit of hits from these were really good. And now it's just, comparatively. I know what you meant. Sean Manaea. Wasn't he in the Royals organization at some point? Bobby. Joe Rock, Tampa Bay, Rainbow. Yeah, lots of inserts in these. He just got his first complete game in his career, like his 200 and something outing or something like that. I think it was 255th game. His first complete game against the Royals. And Miz and some 8-bit ballers. There's the Miz. Oh, and a gold. Oh, that'd been a sweet Jack. Being a Jack. Okay, there's a Jack. Bobby and Jack, Royals muscle. Dude, forgot about this card. I have a couple parallels of this. I got a gold, I know. Michael Waka. I think he's going to stay a Royal. Which I wouldn't be upset with, because I do kind of think, I think the Royals, they're still next year. I think we still potential to be competitive next year. We have control of Waka. I think if we don't, to me, get a hey, that just wowed us, knocked their socks off deal, then I am all for just keeping them personally. I know a lot of people, but like locally, they're kind of like, oh, we got to trade them. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of disagree. We have to trade them. We don't have to trade them. To me, I think we have a lot of young pitching. I think he's going to be better than him at this point. Damn. So I just think we just need to hold on. Oh, I thought I had seen was that pink our hit? I swore I'd seen oh, I think I saw that right there. That made me think it was the team border. It was not. Profar and Detmers. So I think that Carlson. I've had a lot of these pink ones lately for my hits from these boxes. And a gold, though. So probably the gold was more the hit. Gold and the pink. Royals Russell. A Royals box. That needed to be our Jack. I think I have 6 or 7, maybe 8 gold Cags. I'm kind of interested. Oh yeah, here's my gold. That's how they shipped on eBay. They cared about this card. Got the gold Diamante. I bought this off eBay. Yeah, got that one from Mark. One. Couple golds of those. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I was close. 6, 7. Once you haven't ripped this stuff in a while, you kind of forget about what's in it exactly and the cards, and like, oh, I got some of those. All right. I'm putting the Bobby and Jack up there. So the best parts of 2024 or 2026 so far for the Royals have been Jack and Carter. They're kind of coming into their own. They're not, MVP caliber. Jensen could possibly be potential talks for Rookie of the Year, but he's not up there. But in the ballpark type thing. And then what was it? I was talking with my wife's grandfather. We were out today and we were talking. I can't remember now what I was saying. One of the best things for the season so far. And it was those two and something else. I can't remember. Anyways, that's also why we were delayed. Left the house at 7 this morning. Had an 8:30 appointment to go to, and we knew at least it could have taken up to 3 hours, but it only took like 2.5. Not have it to do everything they thought. And then a prescription run. So kept pushing back and back and back, way back. But it was good. It was a good time. He's 95 in really good health. All walking around and everything. Getting a little older, so hearing's going a little bit, but that's the same when you're 95. It's expected. Nice. Miz. Nikolai. On the Mojo. Ethan. On the Sterling. Oh, nice. Florentino. Why is Arquette? on the laser. Matthews on our red. Soto, Basayo. Nope. You go there. You go there. You go there. Cam Schlittler. All right, we're getting some names. Let's see if we can get some color, though. I don't know if we're going to get that. This first one, but Tolly, Zana, Kendry Churio, nice. He's one of the hottest prospects right now. Kendry, not for the Royals, for like the MLB. Okay, so yeah, no hit, but man, solid though. Names on those. I don't know how big the checklist is to get. That's a really good one. Okay one. I'd rather have, Schlittler one, but Arquette on a laser. Florentino. The Miz. And the Churio. And obviously, these are rarer than the Mojos. I think people probably like the Mojos better, these lasers are newer, but you get 2 of these per box compared to, 10 or whatever of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, twice as rare. Well, more than that, I guess. Let's do some math here. And Bryce Matthews on our red. I'll just keep some of these piles over here. All right, which of these? At least one. I'm putting the Chury up there because he's hot right now. Let's put the Miz up there of all those. The rest will get top loaded later. Kendry. I pulled a couple parallel. I think from one of these, I think we pulled a gold mojo of this guy. Passed. Switch to a blaster. Last night, Olivia pulled an out of 35 on the Bowman parallel. It was a Bowman first too. Don't remember the guy's name now. Oh yeah, I do. It was the Honda guy, right? Honda. Out of 35, chrome. Hutch, you in here? That Nick Kurtz rounding the bases that we got for you. Was that numbered? It was the one where it was from his debut. It was around a base from his. I mean, in the back you read it, and it was from his where he had his first hit, and it was 112 off the bat. Was that a parallel? Was that orange? What color was that? Was that a colored one or just a base? Honestly, I'm trying to remember. That's got to be one of the coolest ones you can get. Is Nick Kurtz from his debut game, a piece of the base. Ethan on the chrome. Not numbered, came today. Okay, I couldn't remember. It was sweet. It was really cool. Chunk of a base. The fact that it was from his debut is super cool. I mean, it's not, $1 million, but that's gotta be a ton of value to it in my mind. Being from his debut. I mean, that's pretty sweet. That box was Bowman Blaster. 1 Ethan Holiday Chrome. And a Roman insert. All right. Well, let's just do it fine. So we did one of each, and then we'll go from there. Actually, it's this way, isn't it? Yeah, those are really cool. Yeah, so I've pulled a couple of those now. I pulled that one auto, the McCutcheon one, and it was really cool because it had like it was out of 10, and the piece of the base had like the Pittsburgh skyline on it, and it was red and or black and gold or black and yellow with his auto on it. And it was really cool. But the fact that Nick Hertz, the one his rounding the bases one, the base is from his debut. That's just, I mean, that adds tons of intrigue to it. But yeah, I think it was really cool. I think they started that in 24, maybe 24, or was that last year they started that rounding the bases? All right, I've yet to pull an auto from Finest this year. I did not get any hobbies, and now the hobbies are like $550. And I've only done some of these megas, and yet to pull an auto. So what I'm saying is, we're due. We're due. At least I don't remember. Maybe I did. I don't know. JJ on the common. Or PCA on the pink. Whatever it is. Mini diamond. Pink something. The 250. PCA. Mini diamond. That's what, yeah, it is mini diamond. You get the mini diamonds exclusive to this, to the megas. Rivals. Chase. Refractor. Buxton. Shane Bieber on the rare. Devers, the uncommon mini diamond. Roman Anthony. Team Finest. Junior. Roman rookie. Common. Otani. Winner. McGonigal. Drowski. Judge on the uncommon. Cags on the common mini diamond. Stewart. Vladdy on the common or uncommon, and then Miz on a base insert. All right, still no auto. Still no auto. Just one numbered. Last night, you guys got 2 numbered cards out of your box, right? 2 numbered cards from your mega. Let's see who. We're putting Cags up there. Cags at 18 homers now. That's a really slow start this year. The rest, I'll finish them off later, if you know what I mean. Anyways, for those that weren't there, Olivia, she pulled an auto rounding the bases of Junior Caminero out of 25 last night from one of those All-Star Megas, the 26 Series 2 All-Star Megas. We're going to get this stage loaded up with Royals. Chrome. We'll just go there. Oh no, I was just saying those that didn't see it last night. I was going into detail what you pulled. You said with the base in it, so I was just telling everybody it was the Junior Caminero rounded the bases auto out of 25. Trade alert. Mets trade reliever. Mets and Pittsburgh trading. Luke Weaver to Pirates. I think Luke Weaver was definitely... It doesn't say what the trade was for. All right, Blaster. Let's get some number cards. Seeing some orange at 25. That's right. Yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah. It was the uncommon one, I believe. My memory serves me correct. Which really, I mean, at that point, in a way, whether it's common or not, because it's just numbering is different typically. Like if you got a rare orange, it's probably like at a 10, I think, or something like that. At a 15, something weird. On the rare one. Jacob is not winning Rookie of the Year. George. Is he going to get traded? Is he trade bait? What's up, Sports Cards? Some people were thinking maybe he would be potential trade for Scooble, but instead it was Hope. Player Hope. White. And nothing out of Blaster 2. I don't think so. Maybe like a Schreiber, or who else do we have? Just like, I mean, I think the guys that we are mainly willing to part with at this point are guys we're not signing next year for the most part, right? I know Schreiber is on his final year. I think there was somebody else. No one, not a huge name, but a batter or a pitcher. Yeah, so I don't think Lugo or Waka are going to move unless it's like can't pass that deal up. Like it's got to be a hefty deal, I think, because under team control, it's not a rental. Bubik, no, that wasn't the name. That wasn't the name. He's obviously he's injured right now, but you know, so I mean, because obviously a team that's buying that would be a trade that we could do with somebody that's like actually selling. Maybe they would take him and think they could sign him, but no, not even that, right? Because he's not under team control for anybody next year. So, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because like at this point, if he's hurt, I can't really trade him. I don't unless he's coming back soon. I honestly don't know. In his journey back, so really, there's no point. I guess people to trade for him. I guess right, we're kind of be stuck, not being able to move him. But maybe we sign him. Maybe we can. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. All right, Mega number 2. Who was it? The other guy. There's another guy there that's actually playing. Wait a minute. Bubik is going to the Dodgers. We just traded him for source. This is 51 minutes ago. Rehabby. The Dodgers are set to acquire additional pitching depth. Agreed to trade with left-hander Chris Bubik. Oh yeah, and yeah, I saw this about Carlos Duran earlier. Yeah, someone mentioned that I think in the chat. So yeah, I guess he's going to be coming back. So we did get something for him. Rookie right-hander Carlos Duran. So But yeah, he says he's neither club has confirmed the deal. But yeah, he's yeah, probably yes, be coming back soon, maybe they think. So yeah, there we go. Florentino base. Olsen. Judge. Ricky Kurtz. Spinoza. Leo on the mega futures. What, one of these per case or two of these per case? I can't remember. Or, no, it's 1 in 60 packs, and I think there's 80 packs in a case. That's what it is, I believe. The rare insert. The case hit. Argenis Kayama. Soon. I think the 10th. I think it is. I think the 10th of August, I believe, is the pre-order. Yes, pre-order is Monday, August 10th. So next Monday is Bowman Chrome. So, but the pre-order doesn't come out then. Don't know when it comes out. Oh wait, it's Thursday for Topps Chrome update. I thought that was Wednesday. Good to know. I thought it was Wednesday, but it's Thursday. Okay. Anyways, Adam. Mega future for you. Leo. I was asking the other night. No one ever answered. And I was actually even looking at the A's future. Some renderings of the A's future stadium. But I bothered to pay attention to when that's set to open for some reason. But when it's released, I'm not sure. I don't know that they have the release of it. The release date. The museum collection pre-order is the 17th for the following Monday, and then Pristine releases next Wednesday. I don't have any of that, and probably won't even. I probably won't try for that. That's not really necessarily my favorite. There's some cool stuff in it, but it's not quite. It's probably expensive. All right. Blaster. Number 3, and the first two did not have anything in it. Well, they both had red rookies, I guess. Not the hits we're looking for from Bowman. Unless it's one of the couple of names that we're actually interested in, which honestly, who are the favorites in each league for Rookie of the Year? I honestly don't even know at this point. I haven't looked in a while. That's what the betting odds had to say about that. Yeah. Come on. MLB. Awards. National League, JJ minus 170, Sal plus 135, and then way down to Nolan clean at 1,300. So Sal and JJ are close. Then American League, we got McGonigal minus 285, then Murakami plus 400, then Parker Messick plus 1,600. Parker Messick, heck yeah. Yeah, we saw. Yeah, that's been dropping. That was kind of leaked a little bit. I don't know if the details are out yet. But so Kevin McGonigal and JJ, crazy, nice. So McGonigal has a little bit bigger lead, as far as the odds, not double. But so Murakami still a shot showing, better shot. I mean, he's second. And then, Sal is at plus 135. So that's pretty close. Another one for Ethan. Terry. Come on, Bowman Blasters. Max Clark, man, get those cards out. Maybe too late at this point, but first 3 games coming out balling. Cards. Oofers. Big over. Bowman hit. Okay, we got one hit from one of these on the Mega Future. But no parallels from Bowman yet. You think Sal is better than JJ? I haven't watched enough to know, so I don't know. And Rookie of the Year doesn't mean better. It just means they happen to have a better stat season. It doesn't necessarily mean. There's an eye test thing too. Oh, this guy still seems better. Maybe not exactly putting up the same numbers or as good of numbers. And then there's Cardinals trading to the Brew Crew. Who they trading? Are they trading Burleson? Who are they trading? Jack. Oh, young rookie. C.A. Brady. L. He's Burns rookie. Murakami. All right, but where's the color? Dang it. Oh, maybe color here. Here we go. No? That's weird. But that was there. I assume that was going to be color. Moto. Yeah, not color. Thought that was going to be color since it was in a weird spot. Another Miz. Leo. All right. No color in that one either. May, starting pitcher. Chrome. Sorry. So far, these megas have at least produced quite a bit more than the blasters, because we've hit quite a few nice megas, or the mega parallel, the mojos, and a couple, and a cherry up there, in a laser. No colors. I'll put Murakami up there. We already have one Jackson. We'll put Jacob up there. Who's May? May who? Jordan Romero. So I could see, though, with I could see the Cardinals, kind of trading for next year as well, right? They're obviously still in it, right? So I think they're probably trying to do both. They will obviously looking forward to next year as well. I mean, this year they way overachieved so far. What everyone thought. In the NL, it's kind of stacked. JJ Romero and Dustin May. Okay. So, like I say, I'm just trying to more, so less, just do some trades, but I'll kind of more build for next year type thing. Otani. I'm just going to look at power chords. If we go 5 blasters without a hit, well, I think I saw a paper back there, so we should have it. We're going to have a hit. But Florentine, I mean, we're getting a handful of decent names on some parallels, or some chromes, I mean. Guy again. Blue paper. That's Jorge Quintana. 150. Another Ethan. All right, I'm just going to put these over here. Otani, though. Straight to it, because it's Otani. Jorge. All right. Masters. Yeah, these blasters, normal garbage. Let's just get it right here, blaster. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he going back to the outfield. Who's going to play first? Who's playing first? The Bohm, right? I saw. I think Bohm. All right, final Bowman blaster. Bohm. Okay, that's what I thought I'd seen. Heard that. Phillies pick up any pitchers yet? Did they do any pitchers? Anyways, what's up, Terry? How you doing, man? Been a minute. Again, guys, up on the website, couple mixers for the next couple days. There's dates and times on them. That doesn't mean that's the actual date and time. I just kind of put those as placeholder times. I may do them both together, or like tomorrow night and one tomorrow night, one Wednesday nooner. But anyways, I just put them up on the website when we got started here. Some fun mixers. Go. And here. That I don't know. I honestly, we were just actually talking about. Someone said Bubik up there, and I didn't know. I think actually that it had happened earlier. He said haven't really had time to look today. Max Arquette, get that one out. Make sure I sleeve that Arquette up. So yeah, I didn't know. Someone said something about Bubik, and I thought they were asking a question. Maybe they weren't. Oh, I don't know, because I know he's been injured and on a rehab. But yeah, so I don't honestly know. I didn't even know he was even worthy of a trade. Then Holiday. There was hope he was traded. Are you serious right now? Yeah. Are we just getting one stinking paper from 5 blasters? One paper. That's all we got. And then just none of the dragon scales or anything. And then just like maybe 6 or 7 good chrome first. That was it. Base chrome first. And these, we've got a ton of good names on the Mojos. The first 3 and 1 hit, 1 mega future, but no color from any Bowman. This ain't 25 Bowman. There's 25 Bowman mega or blasters. I feel like were, I don't know, extra loaded. I mean, these have been good. Like if you had a case, it's decent, but yeah, that's not. I mean, and I've even had these for a while, so. But yeah, I don't. So yeah, but yeah, that first wave theory, people are gonna be all over that, all over it. I still don't believe it. I just think it's just, but doesn't mean, maybe, who knows? Nolan, he's 3rd. We just looked in rookie of the year favorites. The first rounder, 2nd rounder. Or rookie. Arquette. Loy first. Gage. Jack. Nice. Doyle rules. CA. Is that, wait, what is that? That looks like gold right there, but I don't think this is gold. There's no other gold. Does that kind of make you think it's gold down there? But that's not, no, because there's no other gold on it, and just that was gold. Weird. Made. Cade Snell. Chase rookie. Wow. Yeah, not a single chrome color. We got 1 paper from the blasters and 1 mega future from 4 megas. Wow. Make me a believer that this is later. We'll put Jack up there. Not Jack up there, but we should just more Royals. I'm doing it just to have more Royals up there. My Royals suck. We need something, okay? We need something. Like, I'll tell the boys, I'm calling, hey boys, great break today. You guys were all over the stage. Keep up the good work. And look at that. Jack's up there 3 times. Kendry's up there. Yeah, here we go. This is sometimes a problem doing a cheap break with just a limited amount of each. I mean, I'm still shocked though 5 blasters were that bad. That's really bad for 5 blasters. I mean, we're talking 26 Chrome Blaster level bad right there. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Those are worse. Yeah, I did 5 last night. 0 color. I think there were others opened as well, and I think we only had 1 total colored, like a parallel from Bowman or a 26 Chrome Blaster last night. I don't think. I think Olivia and Steve, you guys did 3 each, so 6. Or no, was that not from? I thought that's what you did, and then you didn't get any color. Only color I remember from anybody last night from Bowman, I think, was Ron. So right now, this break has 2 numbered cards, and 1's a paper. We'll get one in here. Brady House, that's a rare rookie. 250. Kind of weird that a rare is also the 250, the same as a common. Normally, they or this year did they change it to in previous years? I didn't do any hobbies. I haven't opened a ton of this. If it was the same color but a rare, it would like have a lower number. Did they change that this year? It'd be news to me. Bobby, go on the stage. Jack, Emil on the rare. Julio. All right, not really going to stage. Not really. Set a refractor. Negative. You pulled a green Chrome. Oh, that's right. Yeah. From Chrome. Yeah. I was talking about the 26 Chrome. I think there was only 1 numbered card. You opened 4 and got nothing. Yeah. So that was, I think, Ron opened a couple and he got 1 numbered card. So we had like over 10 and got 1 numbered card. Obviously, I mean, yeah. And not what we want. Samuel rare. All right. Come on. Get that auto. Olsen. Corbin. Stanton. Someone took a shot at Kyle and missed. Then Otani. Common refractor. Saki, mini diamond. Gilbert. No. Paul Skeens. That's what you got the orange on last night. Was this right? It was this one, the uncommon. All right. Kyle Teal. No auto. Refractor. Otani. There's this one. All right. Well, that cheap break was. Ugh. Yeah. What up with Bowman? Those Bowman, man. 9 boxes total of Bowman. 1 numbered card. You got the case hit-ish for the Mega Futures. That was a little lackluster. All right, come on. Let's go fill out one of these other breaks. Let's do it now. Let's just do it now. Or what else can we do? We gotta do something else. I'm like, that was. What can we do? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. That just was unfulfilling. All right. Well, let's look at all these side pieces. This maybe will make me somewhat happy. Christian Cat, Lauder, Otani, Chase Burns, two Miz, one's on the stage. Jack on the Sterling, Cole Young, Loy, Montgomery, Base, Connor, Sterling, Judge, uncommon, base, 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 base. Third, rare. That's a refractor. Arrivals of Chase. Or common. Roman. So that's just the regular one, not even a mojo. Ethan. Meh. Martino. Mega. Arquette on the laser. Yeah. Littler Mega. Doyle. Jeez. Well, there's the, goods in there. They stacked up at least. That's a big stack, but yeah. And then also these right here from the Megas. Like I said, two of those. There's Murakami. I put Jack up there. He's my guy. And then Kendrick. We had 23 in the room. What we do? Make a poll. Which break to feel first? Rare. Samuel. Rare. Mini Diamond. Fuchsia to 250. Also, common to 250. I guess they're the same this year. They didn't change it. Maybe it's just in the Megas. They're this way. I don't know. I haven't opened any hobbies. I haven't even watched much for hobbies. Royals Muscle on the Celebration. The Confetti. Otani, Refractor, Jack. Mini Diamond, in. So, case hit pretty much of Leo in the Mega Futures. And then our one numbered hit from Bowman was a paper of Jorge to 150. You believe the woman thing? I mean, I don't necessarily believe it. Like, I don't know there's actual truth to it. Because it could also just be random. Like, one year it's better. Maybe one... Right, there's got to be some releases where, like, the first wave was and then like, the second wave, man, was better. And sometimes, right? So maybe it is really just random. And, right? Because they're supposed to all be random, right? Where it's just supposedly that's all... Not like, but I get it. I mean, we see it with our eyes, but it doesn't mean, we don't see all the millions of boxes getting open. It's honestly, but right. And there's a big community out here of us that are opening a lot as well. And you see it, you report it. So I mean, there's some truth to it, but is it real? We're never going to know what I'm saying. That's why I can't really believe it, but it's fun fodder. Two hidden gems. Well, that's just lucky getting two hidden gems because those are just crazy hits, anyways. But yeah, I mean, just total random. Is it? How random is it really? Because because also let's say somebody like a Dix. Let's say they get a blaster. Let's say they get 100. Or even, who knows, 500 cases of blasters, right, to sell online in their stores, right? So, like, the first, they're just 500 boxes in a warehouse, right? Are there actual waves, or is it just, right, hey, they put their first, 100 cases out across the nation, whatever, right? But it's not the first ones, it's just 100 of their 500. It just happens to be random which ones were picked, right? I mean, right? That's I try to get real logical with it, right? To like combat conspiracy theories when yes, we see with our eyes, but what does that actually mean? Is it just still pure randomness? They had 1,000 cases, whatever it is, right? And they're just going through them as just random, right? They just in their couple of their warehouses throughout the country, they have stacks of them, and then as people buy them, they get sent out just randomly from the different boxes. I'm assuming those big stores just get, right, their big allotment, and would be my guess. Because they're getting a ton of them. So, whether or not, there's any truth to that. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys want to do? What can we do? I can't do, actually, the breaks that are listed because some of like one box from each break actually is getting delivered tomorrow, so I can't do those breaks that are on the website till tomorrow. Yeah, they're coming tomorrow. So bought them last week and they're just finally getting here. A couple more, but I'm just like I said, I've been just buying like a handful of boxes here. I'm like, oh, I like that, and then put them back in my stack, and then I'm like, oh, I'll buy that, and then like the last buy, I'm like, oh, whoa, I added what I had. I'm like, oh, I want to add that to my break, so I bought a couple boxes to add to the break, and then so I can't do those breaks that are on there today. But we have other stuff. This could be a cheap base. These are fairly inexpensive boxes. This 25 heritage high number and 22 heritage high number. Oh, that's a cheap base to get started. $25 update jumbo. Do a little chase, more of that. I mean, we're doing auto. Bought a bunch of these at once, and I've yet to hit an auto yet. I mean, what's the math on this break? I don't think what I paid for them. That's the hardest part. You want to add these? Oh, wait. Did this wrong. That's why that number didn't quite add up in my head. So that seems a little high. 38? I don't know. Or we can change it out. I got some other boxes, but I have a Series 1 jumbo. I mean, no, a Series 2 jumbo. You do a little golden mirror guarantee with that. Take out the chrome. Keep the chrome. Go up. I don't know. We just need to rip something else because yeah, retail let us down. Sometimes retail can be fun. It's cheap, but that one was. A bunch of messages. Any more trades? Kind of a random mixer. Oh, I could go. I have one box of 23, but a little bit more expensive though. I think we could do a 23 through 26 mixer because 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. What did I say? 38, I think. I'm going to do it all together now that I have the right numbers in. Yeah, 38. Of course, I have to put it on the website. Anybody interested? I don't know. That's what I came up with. Very fairly inexpensive, but nice little break. So what we got? Oh wait, anime. I missed the animes. I stopped at 2 hidden gems. 1 anime. Next 60, just 1 green auto. No other case hits. Yeah, like I said, but is it right? But where did the case? It doesn't mean it was. Is there an actual second wave? Or they just, what they, like, the big resellers have, and they just happen to pick that pallet of cases to open first. Of the few they in. Also, I meant to mention all my breaks this week, but today, tomorrow, Wednesday, whatever we do, I'm going to keep everything and ship it out once later in the week. That's just my plan. Nothing's new. There's nothing crazy. Like I have no new stuff. It's mostly, there's not much. Actually, I don't think any of the breaks the rest of the week that I planned outside of this, but this 26. Well, that's not even 26. That's 25. What am I talking about? I got 26 back there. So it's not the new, right? So to me, I'm not as, here's my reasoning. Like if it's a new product, right? It just came out. I'm trying to rush it out. Even if the hit's not like something like, oh man, that's a banger, but it's a good hit. If I can get it to you here in, 4 days, right? From, of the break, I can ship it. Usually it's got 3-day shipping typically. And you can get it quick. That right case, you want to try to move it early at the high price. But, none of this stuff is really high. Don't have high price for the most part. I'm obviously maybe a player's hot right now, but it's not like, oh, it's a new product. People are, they want something. They're going to pay a little extra for it. Why it's new. None of this is, except for I guess Finest is slightly. It's still in that window ish, but still a month old now. So, let's see here. First here, little fun behind the scenes here. What do we got here? Let's see. What is today? Monday? Get rid of this. I'm out of all of this stuff anyways. Normally I just make a copy. Monday, mixer. Make it real big. What, 38? 38. Just move it up, make it simple. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. So we got to copy that. We got to download, not copy it, download it. There we do it. And here, products. Let's see, it's like that. Doesn't really matter which one we pick. We got to do this. That's how I do it. Just make another one. All caps, Monday mixer. 38. This, let's see. What do we have? In this in here? 25 tops up 8 jumbo. In there. 26. Minus, oh, look at that. And that's in there. Okay, sweet. Look at this. Nice. No. That's in there. That's in there. That's in. Oh man, it's like I. 2024 heritage high number. Avi. Oops. 1 2022 Charlie number. Avi. That was actually right. 25 Chrome update jumbo. No, not jumbo. Not jumbo. Avi. Excited about it. All right. Oh yeah, no, this is a jumbo. That's just a regular one. I'm an idiot. Yes, that is a jumbo. I thought it was a Chrome, but that's not Chrome. Chrome's above it. So 25 Chrome update hobby. 25 update jumbo. Now. You can hang out a bit. Oh, whoops. So it's saved. Add new media. Monday Mixer. We'll add it. Save it. Yancey. There. Oh, out of stock because I got to change it to 30. SKU. Monday Mixer. Now. Okay. There we go. All right. Get that filled. I'm seeing a movie at 7:15. Don't have a whole lot until then. Which means I got to leave here at 6. So we got some. Oh. Anyways, up on the side. Just all right. Let's see. Let me put something on this on here. Going to go straight to this one. I could cut the link right to this break. And if you're there, you can go buy another break. I said all these breaks are gonna get, or if you or you can buy another spot later or something else. Because again, all of these breaks, for the most part, I'm going to hold on to for the rest of the week. Let's see. No, actually, let's not do that. Let's do this. We'll do that. Get rid of this one. Oof. Send the message. There we go. We'll make room for it. Yes. The other one's off. Maybe that's the box we find the RDPA in. Let's do it this way. There's no shipping on it? How's there no shipping on it? Oh, yeah, I think it's charging shipping. That's weird. I don't. Yeah, someone just bought a spot and added shipping. Let me know. Yeah, I'm interested. What do you? Yeah, you're saying it didn't. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. It may not show. I don't know how it shows on there. Honestly, Okay. Yeah. It's just in check. Yeah, because there's just one shipping charge. And again, if I'm doing breaks all week, some people I did hold your cards from the project RDPA. A lot of people I sent out, but some people I know they're getting breaks. That nothing really worth sending to waste $8. I just refunded you $8, and I have that here, and I'll put it in whatever this week or whenever you're getting a break next. Um, so, um, yeah. So yeah, if you just if you're buying today, then I won't refund any shipping until after I ship later this week, like maybe on the possibly Friday morning. I'll get up. Well, I'll be sorting it throughout the week, and then I'll have everything bagged up and everything, and then have my shipping department get on it maybe early Friday morning. So yeah, like you guys know, I'm good for it. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks. I think I've gone like 3 weeks or so without refund, just because it's busy. I do a break here, I do a break there, and then like, what I left. Because also, sometimes I don't want to refund something too quick, or I don't have time to go back through and think, okay, yes, is this like? Because sometimes, like, let's say maybe you were in a break, and I'm like, maybe they'll get in here in the next week or in the next week. Like, you don't. I don't want to refund it ahead of time. It's usually once I've done the shipping out, then I'll go, for you. Then I'll go back and refund the extra shipping. Obviously, if I have 2 breaks from you, back, I can easily go. But even then, I just don't go back and do it because I just usually wait till I actually ship, and then I'll go refund it. But yeah, the other day, last week, I think. Let me do the math. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was like, it was like $400 in shipping. I refunded in one day. A lot of money. My account went from a little happier to a little less happier. My card account. It was a lot. All right, guys. I'll be right back. So anyways, someone walks in, want to know what's going on. The break on the screen, there's a link. What's on here? They're $8. Even though it did say retail mixer, this is now the. Need a be right back sign. Here, official. Oh my goodness, I can't even write. I said BRD. Be right. And I did the correct citation. I didn't want to get sued. Just wanted to know. So it's trademarked. So, anyways, I'll be right back. And just for your, we'll bump up the music just a little. All right. Back. All right. Refreshed. Where's the music? Quiet song, huh? All right. Let's get this other break. So the Project RDPA, it was a blast. That case though was not great. It was meh. But pretty much most people were like, let's do it again. I'm like, okay, we'll do it again. I got the sort done. It did take a while. There's 3 different ones. And you got to go kind of slow when you got 3 breaks. You're trying to sort, ship together, because you're like, okay, you got break here, break there. There's a good shot I messed up somewhere along the road where someone got the wrong team. I don't think so, though. I had it in order. I had break 1, break 2, then break 3. So I'd grab break 1 cards, for everybody. Go to break 2, grab them. And, it just takes a lot of extra time. You got to go slow so I don't get mixed up. But it was a blast. Who doesn't love to rip a case? Just the hits that we got. Not enough good names. No Nick Hurts. Probably the best rookie name on any kind of parallel. I think it was probably, honestly, Robleski. That auto, the refractor auto to 499. That may have been the best name for rookie hit. Cam Smith was in there on a debut to 199. Not Robleski, because not a good year. That and you too, right here. So these are the 4 box. I use these quad boxes from where are they from? Why are we not going out? Hello? 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 You guys hear me? I think it was just me. I couldn't hear myself. It was messed up on my phone. Hello. Hello. Anyways, yeah. From Card Shells. I get a discount because I buy enough and I'm a part of their club. So I've bought a couple cases of these now. I use them a lot. I like to use them for my own personal storage stuff. Like, okay, for certain sets, I like to, because I don't, especially the ones where I don't open a ton of it, or and I want to do it where I have a bunch. I want to organize it. Hey, all the team hits for put them in one box, or something like that. So that's what I need to start doing for all my cars I have. They're not cheap, but when you buy them on a case and then you get the extra discount, it makes it a little bit more. They're still more expensive than what you could buy on Amazon, but I just like them. It comes with a lid, and they're nice and just a good size. Anyways, I'm back. Did not get any food, did not barbecue. But what I was doing last night during Rip Night, I was going through boxes behind me in stacks. Like this stack right here. I was like, what's in here? Savage, a couple inserts, Polyskeens. Jordan, look at that. I need to get that thing listed. Murakami on the holofoil. Miz on the relic to 150. I'm like, oh man, I should probably just list these. What I should be doing. It's a nice Jordan. Let's see. What is that going for on the eBays? What do you guys think of this whole propaganda that Fanatics is putting out about no more fees? We don't want fees. I do like the idea. I think it's good for collectors, right? Not as good for flippers. If you're just trying to get money, but if you get something, you can go sell it on Fanatics, and then you get all the money for it, and then you can put it towards other stuff. You get Fanatics, get fan cash, and you can use it towards stuff. So actually, I think that's a really good idea. I think if you keep the money on there, I wonder if you probably choose to turn to fan cash, and it's just stuck as fan cash. But if you were trying to go and you wanted to buy stuff, you sell stuff on there. You get all of it. You don't lose 13%. I mean, that's, if you sold a $500 card, you don't lose, what, $75? You get to keep it. Robert, what's going on, man? Hey, got a little breakup on the site. We did our retail mixer. It was really lackluster. Bowman let us down big time. We had from 9 different boxes. We had 1 paper parallel, and then we had a future mega. Or a mega future, whatever they're called, the case hit from the megas, and that was it. Bunch of really nice megas. This is just a card I'm looking to sell, or I'm gonna look up on eBay. So I was like, you know what? We can't end with it. Was a hit. Unfulfilling, we'll say, minimum. But so I put together a little Monday mixer. 22 Heritage High number, 24 Heritage High number, 25 Chrome Update Hobby, 25 Update Jumbo, and then 2 more Finest Megas. I bought a bunch of those early on, and I've just been sprinkling them in through breaks. No autos yet. We got to be due. Anyways, 2026. He's in Series 2, right? Yeah, Series 2. Oops. Not that I really need to hit top Series 2, but I always like to put it in there. Jordan. I think we can probably just put Jordan. Team border. How much we think this is going for? Put a guess out there before I do some searches what they're going for. What would you say? Jordan is not a huge darling of the collecting world, but he's having an MVP type year. Cool looking card. What would you put as a guess? A good guess, what they could be going for. I'm going to say, I feel like I'm gonna say this and be a little high, but I'm gonna go with $30. $30 for this. A team border of Jordan. Don't know. What do y'all think? Something like that is going for on the eBays. Oh man, why are we glitching? Buttons. All that. And that one. Just roll through them all. So anyways, yeah, it's up on the site. It's about half sold right now. Maybe a little past that, possibly. I just threw it up there right after the break ended. I'm like, all right, we got to do something else. $38. Only 2 guaranteed autos, but then shot in there. And then also there's a couple other breaks on the website that we'll be doing throughout this week. I can't do those yet because I don't have all the boxes, each of the break listed. The boxes get delivered tomorrow. There's a box in each for each break. One in each break that gets delivered tomorrow. So possibly do one tomorrow night, maybe both tomorrow night. Do one tomorrow night, one Wednesday afternoon, nooner, or both on Wednesday at noon. Fun nooner breaks. I don't know. I'm off this week as of now. I may go to work tomorrow since I don't have those boxes yet to rip. I may go in the morning and say, "What's up, y'all? I'm here to work." Anyways. Come on, somebody give me a guess. What is this Jordan? What are people asking? Or what is it selling for? I'm saying $30. I'm gonna look. So I feel like I'm a little high, but I was like, I don't know, Jordan. He's having a great year. They're in first place right now, and now it doesn't want to work. So I'm going with 30. Why doesn't it want to search? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. All right. The first one I saw said $9.99, but it's an auction. All right. Well, no one answered, but I was over. You can get it for 15. There's one for $12.99 or best offer, but there's a 15 or best offer, 15 or best offer, 20, no offer, 15. So 15. So to me, that's something I'm gonna hold on to. Let's say they go on a run. He does win MVP. It's kind of cool. It's from his MVP year. It's a cool team border. They make a run in the playoffs or something. At that point, to me, I'd have to hold on to it. I'll just hold on to it because I'd probably get $10 for it. It looks like I'd have to put it for $10. Let's see what the last one sold for. If it probably doesn't even have a real price. So $11.95, 15, 10 at auction, 20, 13. It's all best, or best offer. So at auction for $5.50 just a few days ago. But yeah, sometimes also doing auctions that doesn't always the best. Sometimes it slips through, especially if you have it end at midnight. Yeah, August 3rd. Yeah, so probably if that one right there, probably just someone bought it for $11.95 right there, and who knows what that one sold for on August 2nd. As far as, so yeah, I was off. I was like, I feel it's kind of high, but I was like, I don't know. It is a cool looking card. I was hoping 30. But yeah. So to me, I'll just hold on to it. Probably something I should put in one of my card sales that I haven't had. I have a stack ready to go for a card sale, whatnot. Just haven't done. I need to, next Sunday. Carry the one. I want to advertise it for at least probably a week plus before I go live again over there because I haven't done it. I want to hey, all right, having a card sale coming up. Just remind you. Oh, I'll be on Whatnot on whatever Sunday at 7. No, what would be smart? I should do is I should have the card sale either probably right before Rip Night. That way it's kind of both together. I can kind of that block of time say, hey, I'm gonna go live for an hour on Whatnot. So maybe I could do 6:30. Go live for an hour, then I have half an hour to get ready for the Rip Night. That would be a smart idea, just once a month. Maybe I have enough cards I could do it every week. Maybe that would at least get me started. Maybe I should start saying that. I'm going to say August or September 6th. Is that what it was? I think September 6th, 6:30. Whatnot card sale. Let's do it. I need to do it. I got one of my sorting trays filled up. I kind of made into different sorts. So that way when I do it, it's kind of, there's some variety to it as I go through it. And I don't even know what's in it anymore because I did that probably 3 months ago. It's just been sitting there. So maybe I need to add some of this kind of stuff to Murakami, maybe like a patch. Yeah, just some stuff. Maybe that too. Whatever. Someone wants to buy it there for $10. Let's be easy. But or whatever it goes for. I think also I was doing $1 starts. I think I'd probably start with $2 starts. Because most of my cards are $2 cards, at minimum. Like some of the cards are only worth a few bucks, $2 or $3. But and then a lot of cards, are 4 or 5 just to get it started a little higher. But a lot of this kind of stuff, some nicer stuff, some base stuff as well. Like this is probably worth. All right, what is this worth? Let's play another game. I don't even know. In my head, I was thinking like $10-ish. Let's go to card ladder. Oh my goodness. Okay, so a little more. Last sale was $15.99. Best offer, July 31st. That one says $130, but that's a green all-star. Not a green all-star. He wasn't. Was he an all-star? That's not an all-star card. Oh, it's an all-star parallel. I see it. I see the green all-star. Okay. For 130. That's out of 99. $12 for a sand glitter. So not, this is not sand glitter. This is the holofoils. That one there is what this is. Card value has it at $16. So yeah, something like that. That could go in there. So yeah, about $15 is what you're looking at for the most part. There's that one sold for 12, 17, 13, 18. An orange parallel from the All-Star for $225. That All-Star parallel, whatever. Pink holofoil, 27. Holofoil, and another green. That's the same one up there. What in the world? Anyways, so yeah, 15 to 20, probably. And this Miz, these 3 cards, they're just in this pile. No. There's a gold that's sold out of 50 that sold for 99. A base one sold for 20. A base sold for 22, 14, 25. So it's about $20 for a base. And what I say, 100 for a gold. So, we're looking at an orange one, 200. You're talking, 40, $50. $40. There is a blue, $40 by 10th. So not very many have sold. 51. So yeah, I was about right. 40 to $50. Yeah, chat. Come on, $45, man. This one, $500 to steal at 100. Steal at 100, guys. Come on. I can't do that. I'd be. I don't know. That is, there's some good sellers over there. I've watched enough stuff at different places. I'm like, okay, I have the same, Derek, the same kind of feeling too towards those places. There's enough of the people over that just piss me off or annoying. Like, come on. And then there's the good people, right? And there's even some good breakers that I've gone and done the wheel with. They're like, okay, yeah, great. That was not great, but hey, you guys got that break for a fairly. I can do the math. I can see what all the wheel spots are going for. I can add to my head. I'm like, yeah, you're not actually making that much money on this break, but just a small break and you're having a good time. Good attitude about it. You can be like, crap, that one sucked. But sometimes the wheel just isn't in the breaker's favor also, right? And there was one time, and I was watching a guy, one of the breaks, he made a ton of money on. It had a whole case of, I think it was the new Chrome Hobbies. He was doing it 2-box ones. I was just watching for a while. I was enjoying it. He was just a nice enough guy. One of the breaks, it was like, man, but also the wheel just didn't play in his favor. And the one time the Dodgers were near the end and people were spending good money, 60, 70, $80 a spot, a spin, the last few. So, made money that way. But he was a cool guy, wasn't there trying to, he wasn't like, come on, guys, come on, obviously, I was like, oh, man, he was just honest. Like, oh, man, that was, hey, good deal there, I got some good teams for some cheap spins. And then some of the sellers, too, the same thing. Like, there's plenty of sellers over there I've seen that are decent people. Okay, all right, here we go. Little auction. And aren't sitting there. They're just chit-chatting, kind of like how I did it. I just sit there and chat and have fun. Maybe tell about the card if I'm going to get the card up there. Like, okay, this is what this card is. Maybe just like this. Like, right, I wouldn't say much about this. I just, okay, here we go. Base holofoil, cool. Let's say like back in the day, it was a gold, from Jumbos, we had the gold foils, right? A lot of people don't know, well, hey, those were a print run of 600, less than the golds, but people like the golds in their head, those base golds, the matte golds, people value more just because they don't know, because they're not numbered. So I would always mention something like that. Hey guys, yep. A lot of people don't know, but this is the gold foil. It's about a print run of 600 is typically what it was printed to. But not numbered, but rarer than normal gold, and then not sit there and but that kind of stuff. Add those type of informational. Obviously, I want to sell for a good price. I know. So some people may not quite know the value of it, but But yeah, it was definitely fun doing it over there. I am tempted to try Fanatics. I'm not gonna lie, because then I kind of I want to look into if I sell over there, can I get fan cash? Because I do buy and I could just use that money then to buy stuff from Tops. I'm like, that's not bad. If I don't have to pay any fees, I can just keep it and then just put it towards when I buy some boxes from Tops. If I can buy Tops or boxes from Tops, we all know that's nearly impossible. About 80% of the time, you're like, don't have a real shot. So, anyways, where are we at? Are we getting some progress on this? Again, there's a break that's on here. All right, still just about halfway. Got another spot sold. So, anyways, there is a break up on the site right now. I just made it up on the fly because our retail mixer was, so $38. A couple heritage high numbers, a 24 and a 22. A 25 Tops Chrome update hobby, a 25 update jumbo, and a couple of the finest that we said we're due. We're due. At least I hope. I mean, we're due. Doesn't mean we're getting one, but yeah. But yes, I do need to do that. I've considered maybe looking at the Fanatics. I've never sold anything over there. I will say the only thing that is tough about the Fanatics Collect site is you have to send the card to Tops before you list it. So it's not something where you're just listing this base card, right? That's, so it's not everything, but I could send something like this over here, right? That's worth, at least some sort of money. And it seems like most cards are graded. I don't know. I don't know if everything has to be graded or authentic. I don't know. Because when I was looking at it briefly and you start the process, sell, it says choose authenticator. Like someone has to authenticate the card for you, or that means actually getting it graded, but just authenticated. I don't know what it meant. So that's why I'm saying I'm interested in that selling on Fanatics Collect, because it's kind of cool. You get fan cash, and again, and that's why I talked about maybe if I go sell on Fanatics Live, and you choose to keep it, and you choose to take it in your payment in fan cash, you don't pay the fees. That way, then you're going to spend it, give it back to Tops. But I do give money to Tops sometimes. Like none of these probably can't. Obviously Tops made money off them, but I didn't buy any of these from Tops. Well, I think just about all of these I did. I bought a big lot from Tops when these were released. I couldn't get hobbies, so I bought the megas. And then I bought a few more somewhere else. Yes. Yeah, and I don't mind whatnot. I was just more the reason for potentially going Fanatics. If there's just some extra benefits they're going to add, I don't know about. And like I said, and like that Fanatics Collect, I looked into it because I saw that. And I was like, okay, I've thought about it before. I was like, wait a minute, let me look again. Like, oh yeah, that's right. You have to send the card first before you list it. You can't just list a card like eBay. So, and yes, and I don't, I don't know if they have to be graded, because it just said select authenticator. So I don't know if that was saying, oh yeah, who graded your card for you. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know enough. I never looked that serious into it, but now it's probably like the time before when I went and looked to sell on there. Oh, you have to send it in. I'll look at it later. And I never look at it later in detail to really look into it. And then oh yeah, let me go look over there. Oh, you got to send the card in. It's a vicious cycle. Derek, that's the right terminology. Drop tickets, right? It's just like, dude, shut up, dude. You just are annoying. Like, and sometimes a lot of them are ignorant too about what the cards are. Not that you have to have 100% knowledge of everything, but you could tell some people don't know, especially baseball. I feel like, obviously there's plenty of people on the Whatnot Fanatics that are super knowledgeable in baseball. Baseball, just a sport, and also baseball cards are, super knowledgeable. But there's a lot that are probably more football, basketball guys, the Panini guys, and they're just trying to sell top stuff, and just like they're not quite. Okay, thank you. Okay, yes, I never got that far. It said select authenticator, and I didn't even click on it. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Never mind. But I mean, there's some cards I should probably, honestly. Julio's not having a bad year, not having a great year, but like, like my PSA 10 black. That's maybe something I should send over there. Because if I sell it, for a good amount, that 13% I could save, even if it may, it's more money I'm getting in my pocket, to buy toward, to put towards buying some cases or something. But there's still that process of, I got to send the cards to them, right? So just like that extra step, right? There was some, there's a little pause there, right? You're like, man, not that obviously when you sell a card, you got to ship it out anyways, but it's just not quite the same, right? I guess, right? And it kind of is the same. It's just okay, but because right. Obviously, it could just be in your vault there. You can say, no, don't put it for sale anymore. I don't know. I would assume it could just sit there in your vault and you're like, okay, I'm gonna hold on to it. Don't have it for sale. But obviously, if you did an auction, it would just be, one of their monthly or weekly, whatever they do, auctions and that kind of stuff. But something like this Julio, that could be a potential good, like, one you let do the auction thing. It's not way up there, and I don't know the exact value of it. It's kind of a, I don't think any other 10s have sold. Let's see what Card Ladder has to say about it. I haven't looked in a long time. Let's see what Card Ladder has to say. If it can just pick up that card. Oh, wow. A 9 recently sold for a pretty low amount. $550. They went for $700. They've gone down because it was last September. It was $975, but there's also 9s. A 10 obviously is still a 5 pop count, and I have 2 of them. But it does not have a card letter value. It says a 9 is a 480. No value for 10. You can put no value on that. But I've just been waiting for him to pop off, break out one of these years. Like this year is, I think he's at like 16 home runs. He's in the 700 for OPS, maybe an 800 now, but 700. 250 to 270 ish, maybe in the batting average. Again, don't know exactly. I keep enough tabs, but not like I don't like every day. I'm not like okay. But let's look. Let's just look. Let's just see what is he playing today. No, he's probably playing tomorrow. Then go look, and they playing at night. There we go. Preview. Detroit. Weird. I don't even have. They're like, we're not putting matchups up there because we don't know who's going to be on the team. Okay, I bet I have down here. Do I have Julio down here saved? Royals. There he is. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was pretty close. At one point, I think his OPS said it was like 780 or something last I remember looking. 250, 16 home runs, 731. Don't know how many stolen bases he's at. But having it's not a horrible year. It's a respectable. So that's. O'Neal Cruz is having a decent year too. 264, 822, 14 home runs. It's solid. Mike Trout's hurt. Ohtani. Pretty darn good. And he's pitching. I need that PCA to this. I just added some of the top players. Let's add PCA. Follow. All aren't falling. I was wondering if I could move him up. All right, let's go way over here now. Oh, where's he at? Where's he at? Just added him. All right. Obviously, I just could have gone look at his stats, but you get added. Nope. What in the world? I can edit it, but I can't. We get down to there. Dude, there's no way I'm following Brady Singer. I don't know why these played. Edit. Done. There we go. I know I'm doing the hard way, but so 282, 24 homers, 929. All right. So anybody right now that says PCA really has a shot, yeah, he does play good defense, but he ain't pitching at, you know, the level of Shohei. I don't know what their WARs are at, but I mean, similar. 24, 292, 939. Yeah. Similar numbers. Obviously, PCA plays some great defense, some elite defense out there, but Tony's also pitching. 21, 939. Yeah, it's like, dude, yeah, right next to each other. Otani's a little bit better on the batting average. You know, same home runs, a couple more RBIs for Otani. Yes, exactly. That I'm saying he had a decent start to the year. So now, yes, if he can go on that tear he normally does. But I feel like that normally started in July, and I feel like July wasn't like great by any means. But hopefully, yeah, maybe August and September we'll turn it on. What's up, Kyle? Anyways, again, breakup on the site, about half sold, maybe a little over half sold now. We did the retail mixer, and like I said, it was I was like, you know what? Let's throw something else together. I do have other mixers up on the site, a 22 mixer and a 22 to 25 Topps Chrome mixer, but I can't do those breaks yet because there's a box in each break that's getting delivered tomorrow. I'll probably be doing those, maybe both tomorrow night, maybe both on Wednesday at noon, or maybe one on each time. They had times tied to it, but it was just more a placeholder. I don't know when I'll do them. I'm just going to be doing breaks all week because I'm not working. So it's just easy, and I can do some nooners or whatnot, or whenever for the most part, just around what's going on. My wife and daughter are at volleyball camp during the day, 8 to 5 all week. Well, through Thursday. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to do stuff around the house. I can throw some breaks in. So anyway, they're on the site as well. Fun breaks, the 22 mixer, $45. It has 6 autos in it. And then the 22 to 25 Topps Chrome is a 9 auto mixer for $64. Got 25, 24, 25 Chrome update, 24 Chrome, 23 Chrome update, and then 22 Chrome hobby. Jumbo is of 24 Chrome, so 3 autos. Jumbo of 23 Chrome update, so 3 autos. Hobby of 22, so 2 autos, and then hobby of this box right here, one of these boxes that's over there in the stack, ready to go, minus the 1 box I'm missing, and 1 auto. So I get 9 autos, 3, 3, 2, and 1. I know. He's still 25 too, right? I feel like he's been around forever. Bobby just turned 26 here recently, last month. Anyway, this. What is the day? The 3rd? I'm going to do 8, free, break, week. There we go. Down here, this will be retail mixer. Go ahead and just copy, duplicate. Monday mixer. Let's get rid of this here. I'm just gonna get this started. We're just over half sold now. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. These are like in the same spots. You guys are crazy. Oh, close. Aaron, man, thanks for coming on last night. That was great to meet you. But yeah, definitely thanks for coming on. That was a blast. I don't know everybody, right? And I have not. I don't partake in as much YouTube content as I once did. I usually most of my. I mean, I watch some baseball highlights and I watch like some space nerd stuff, and then just like health stuff. Honestly, I'm old enough now. I watch a lot of stuff about health and that kind of stuff. You know, podcasts. They talk about different stuff. You know, that's the stage I'm in right now. So I honestly, I did not know. Obviously, I figured out that Arnie knew you. So, and I found, yeah, you said last night you have a channel, you do some sort of podcast talking about stuff. So that was pretty cool. But thanks for coming on. It was a blast meeting you. You've been in my breaks here. I mean, last month or so ish. But it was really cool to actually meet you. It's always cool to get people on there. So appreciate that. And dude, you almost pulled up that orange Dodger, man. I was like, yes, here we go. If Sports, baby, let's go. Orange Ohtani auto. Oh, that is orange. But then I get a Ben Rice auto, so that was awesome. Ben Rice. PCP. All right, let's get back to it. Aaron got the spot. Kyle's in. And let's see. All right, what did I miss? Who did Sean? Jeff. Aaron. Who's the last one about? Georgia. This is not mathing. Why is this not mathing up here? All right, let me see if I can check on the back end over here. Pending from somebody. So it took a spot. That's why. Okay, that's why I was missing a spot. I don't know. Someone who was the person that said about the no shipping? Who was that? Someone said that was messing up with the shipping. It wasn't added to it, but I think it messed. That it just has the 38 on there. It says pending, but what it does, it takes a spot away from the break. But I think at this point, let's see. What we have. We'll just give that spot away. Just make it easy before I go messing with the website. So, who was that? Someone was telling. I guess I got it right here. Didn't add shipping. That's it, but there's Aaron. But yeah. So, but then I do have it where you did. But so it may not have been you. I don't even know who it. It doesn't say who it is. Yeah, it didn't tell me who tried. It just says it's pending. So did someone else by chance try to buy and it didn't go through? Let me know. I can, if you did, and then I could, okay. But it just says pending for $38. Okay, is that, yeah, Wonder, yeah. So it just took a spot out, but you know what? We'll just do a lucky 7. Lucky 7, someone will get an extra spot. Right now, if I start going fiddling with the machine, someone's going to buy a spot, then it's going to mess it up more. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. We'll have a lucky 7. Someone will get that extra spot. Why not? So you can all take Aaron. Screwing up and getting a free spot for everybody. Anyways, so yeah. I think. Wait a minute. Still not mathing up, though. We'll figure it out at the end. Figure it out. Let me go back to the payment side because interesting. Yeah, that actually has 2 spots out. That's weird. Sometimes my site, I'm gonna kick it. What's up, Mark? Gotcha. Got you in there. I'll put your name down. All right, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take. Actually, someone there took 2 spots out. I'll take a spot. I'll take a spot. I don't know why it took extra spots out. It took the 1 spot out for that one that's pending, but then it took another because they were showing me I had 14 left. And I had 13 left. I've only sold, 13 spots. We're gonna do a lucky 7 since my site is messing up, and I'm gonna take a spot because it actually took 2 away. I don't know why it did. It just sometimes my site it freaks out when there's a glitch. It doesn't know what to do. So we're down to 13 spots. Why not? Any more trades? What are we doing for trades? Wait. This. I don't know. Is that real? Royals get Nolan Hoffman. Phillies get Manuel Colon. This guy. Adam. Jake Monroe. Rocket City Trash Pandas. Let's go. He's in the athletics. He is 22, soon to be 23 in a month. 26, 286, 14 homers, 895 OPS. What is the Trash Pandas? What if? Oh, double A. He's in double A. I don't know, Adam. Why are we talking about this guy? Red's been quiet, yeah. You see, but I think also the Reds are kind of in that, right? They have a lot of young pieces. Do they need, right? Maybe, trade away. Do they have any pieces that, they can't hold on to for next year that, that aren't, they don't have any control for next year? Those kind of people. Because they need you guys need bullpen, right? The Reds need bullpen. I mean, lots of young hitters. I don't know what you're missing for hitters. Obviously not everyone always pans out, but yeah, right. So that's what you guys need is. I know you need bullpen. I know the Reds need bullpen. I work with some Reds fans. Then I don't know what kind of bats you're in need of. But I feel like you guys always have tons of. Bats. Wow, that guy's good. That guy's good. Obviously Style and Ellie and whoever, right? I don't know. What do you guys need? So they may kind of, okay, maybe, they have some pieces they may be willing to trade, but maybe same thing with the Royals. Like, well, we could just keep them for next year. But, if there's, some sort of king's ransom that someone is willing to, hey, we really want this guy now. For this year, we're all right, and plus we have team control, so we're willing, for the next year or two, whatever. And all right, if you want him, make me an offer I can't refuse, right? I think that's what the Royals are doing with basically Walker. I think Walker right now is the bigger chip right now for the Royals compared to Lugo, personally, just watching this year. And also I do think Walker would be a better suited for a potential third starter type for for the postseason. So Mayor to Giants. Wait, who's Mayor? Which Mayor? Marcelo? What other? I don't know the Mayor there could be. Anyways, again, let's see if we can get this break filled. 13 left. Someone will get a free spot that's in. Get an extra spot. I took a spot because my site's messing up. It says I have 13 left. It was messing up, but we've only sold 15. That's what I have. So it just was messed up. So we weren't even halfway, or they said we were halfway, but technically we weren't. It just, my site did not react well. Elliot Ramos to Yanks. Okay. What did the obviously the Giants are more sellers right now, right? Obviously, they couldn't buy. Hey, even a seller is technically a buyer, right? Because they're buying future and selling now, right? And then other people are selling future to buy now, right? For help now, right? For the most part, there's obviously compared to a rental. And they're buying for now and the future, or just, but more the buyers are what pieces can we help now. Obviously, they're willing to pay more. You guys know. I'm like telling you how to trade system, but interesting. The Ramos, they were looking for outfield bat, right? With all the injuries, Ramos plays outfield, right? Am I correct in that? But I know they were looking for outfield bats, and also I think they want. I heard like a right-handed hitting catcher. What I've heard. Interesting. All right, more trades are coming down. We got 30 minutes left till the trade deadline. And let's say if this doesn't fill, I'll be back live later tonight. If this doesn't fill, we're gonna make this work tonight. I'll make a post. I'm seeing Spider-Man taking my 4 kids and my daughter-in-law to see it. My wife doesn't care, although she should have gone to see Spider-Man at 7:15. Probably be home at 10ish. I can go live then. I don't got anywhere to be tomorrow. I'm off. Unless I go to work. Got plenty of leave to burn. So I may just then end up come back late tonight, possibly. Or or it could be a nooner tomorrow if I don't go to work. I guess we could just turn into a nooner tomorrow, the Monday mixer for Tuesday nooner. Because I do have to leave around 6-ish. Yeah. Speaking of, I'm gonna put a shout out to everybody. All right. Again, guys, for those if you're just getting in here, retail mixer is over. I was disheartened by the Bowman Blasters, 5 Bowman Blasters, 4 Bowman Megas. Fraylin today, 1. Oh, Fraylin, man, I just am now seeing this. I'm assuming you were talking about that retail mixer. If you're here, I don't know if you're here. Yeah, that was at 120. Yeah, it was probably sold. I missed your text, my friend. Sorry. My son said, let's get there 10 minutes after the movie starts because there's been like 30 minutes of previews the last couple movies. But I like the previews. I want to watch the previews. I don't watch previews anywhere else. I'm like learning what's coming out at the theater. But literally 30 minutes of previews the last 2 movies I went to. Like when I took my daughter to see the Supergirl, my youngest, and then 3 kids at home, we went and watched The Odyssey together. And yeah, both times, literally 30 minutes of previews with like 2 ads in there as well, like 2 longer ads. Like one was an Amazon ad or something. One was like a CNN ad. I'm like, well, get out of here, CNN. No one cares about you. Like, but yeah, seriously, 30 minutes. Like it used to be like, okay, 10 to 15 minutes, you'd get like, they'd show you 5 or 6 movie previews, but no, there's 30 minutes. Yeah, that's why I text back. I like previews, and so sorry. I guess he could drive himself if he wants, but a lot of gas from where we live. Truck. Yeah, I mean, I honestly I'm assuming you went with the boys. Do you have any girls, Jake? I don't know. I know you have a couple boys, 3 boys, I think. Do you have any girls? I don't know. But I wouldn't have gone to see Spider-Man on my own. I would probably. I may have seen the Odyssey, but it was my kids that wanted to. Is why I went. I don't go to the movies as much anymore. I used to go a lot. Like before I had kids, I had like those membership things, and I would go. Like after my Thursday, or I mean, it was my Thursday shift. I think I was like, I had like Monday, Tuesday off, or Tuesday, Wednesday off. I'd work Thursday night, Friday night, but like Thursday night, a lot of times I would go see an 11 o'clock movie after work. You know, and then, of course back then movies were cheaper, or like a new release, right? When like they used to do new releases on Thursday, late Thursday night. You know, it could be released on Friday, but they would have late midnight showings. You know, 11:30 to midnight showings of the big blockbuster movies. I would usually go see them then. My wife didn't care to go to those kind of movies, so I would go see them then because she was already home in bed. You know, get off at 10:45. So I would just go, and even when we had little kids too, I would kind of do the same. It's like, well, everyone's sleeping, I might as well, you know, do it on my own time. You know, when I could be sleeping, go watch it instead of, you know, doing it other times. But yeah, and that's 10-ish years, not as much. Me and the boys and the kids, we would go see Disney movies when they come out, certain ones, and obviously all the Cars movies. My boys were young. Actually, were those already out, or did those come out when my boys were little? I mean, we watched them all, I remember, and I kind of feel like they were coming out when those movies were coming out. Older daughter 22. I was thinking you had it. Yeah, I was thinking in my head you had an older daughter. That was my thinking, and you had then 3 boys, or just 2 boys? 3 boys? I was thinking 3. Anyways, all right. Let's see where we at. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's fill this out. I'm doing my best. Whatnot, addicts. Come on, guys. I'm losing money here. That's what they say, right? Man, I'm losing money. Anyways, but yes, we have lucky 7. Someone will get an extra spot. I took it took 2 spots. I took 1. I'm gonna be in the break. I'm hoping for my Royals just because there's 22 high number in there. If I get another good team, if I get the Dodgers, I would trade for my Royals. So, because really the main thing for Royals is mainly just this 22. There's nothing in 24. Topps update. It does have Noah Cameron rookie. And with that, but would I trade Dodgers though for Rashad Ohtani auto? Oh, that's tough. Never mind. That's tough. Just 3 kids. Okay. Tried to take my kids to the drive-in theater, but it was right. Yeah, we've done that. There's a drive-through just down the road. We're down the country, but there's one here in a small town. It may be closed now, but we would go there often. Sometimes another family would come join us, and we'd go watch it together. And there's a playground up front. The kids would run around. We'd sit there and make our waters in the parking lot. LP, what's up, man? Welcome in. Just chilling. Did the retail mixer, Bowman, it was bad. There was a bad lot of boxes. We didn't get anything. 1 numbered card from 9 Bowman boxes. It was a paper, and then we had a case hit mega from the Megas, the Mega Future insert, Leo. But besides that was it. It was awful. And then the other boxes were okay. So I was like, we gotta do something else, guys. I need to get the taste out of my mouth. So I threw together a little mixer, $38. It's up on the website, 13 left. There is a bonus spot available since my site messed up. For some reason, took away 2 spots. It just was having an issue with an order, and I don't know. So someone will get an extra spot that gets in. Sorry, 3 boys and 1. Okay. Yep. Sometimes, right? That's why, texting sometimes, right? I just know, especially in this situation, I'll say something, and then by the time you respond, I've kind of moved on. Like, oh, you say 3. I'm like, oh, okay, 3 kids. But I was like, how many boys you got or kids you got? You answered 3. 3 kids, okay. Yeah, that's the thing too, because it starts late. It's a double feature. It's got to start once it gets dark. It definitely adds to it. So, anyways, come on, get the field, boys. Come on, you can do it. Do it for the Gipper. Who's in? Lucky. I case you didn't notice, I did not ship your cards out. So I think I refunded everybody's shipping that should have been refunded for the most part. After the weekend, after the project RDPA, which it was fun. I'm looking forward to do it again. That case kind of took the wind out of my sail for that. I was like, God. I was hoping, case, right? We're going to get that monster. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be, like a Otani 101 auto type monster hit, but like, a nice, one of the nice rookies on some sort of numbered auto or something, right? Or a lower numbered parallel of a good rookie or really good player. It didn't happen. So just kind of, and a real, and a couple like, an SP, an image variation, and then our cool hit was a Celebration Gold of Acuna, which was nice. Nothing wrong with that. But it was just like, that was the one extra hit, for the case. And then just the names weren't there. So it was just like, no RDPA. But again, that we know that was a long shot. It's a big if. It'd be fun to do again. Like I said, if I do it again and I still get the case at the same price, I would actually charge $2 less. Because I think in my head, I didn't calculate, honestly, my free spot being in there too for the break. So I'm going to charge, I'd be 92 instead of 94. And that way there's only $30 extra just to kind of help cover the rest of the, all the materials, that kind of stuff. Top loaders and sleeves and whatever, that kind of team, whatever, all that kind of stuff. It adds up. Anyways, down to 12, fellas. A dozen left. Oh, wait, no. Kyle. Okay, come on. All right, my site is cracking me up right now. Oh, wait a minute, Kyle. What did you buy? Oh, you bought some other breaks. Okay, I gotcha. Nice. That's a good mixer, Kyle. Kyle J bought. He bought in one of my other breaks, which Kyle, in case you didn't, I don't. As long as you know, Kyle, that break is not happening today. It's cool you're in it. It's a great. I mean, fine. I just saw you bought some spots. I was assuming it was this break, but it's in it's in the the Chrome mixer. So thought we were down to less. Thanks, Kyle. But yeah, maybe I may do both those late tomorrow. That way. Maybe if I can do them both tomorrow night, then I can spend time Monday morning doing some sorting. Trying to, I am off. I do have other stuff to do. So if I do 2 breaks at once, save me a couple hours doing another live. We'll see. Just trying to fit this in for life. But school bills coming. My wife's like, "Hey, the extra money you can't spend it on getting in breaks." That's honestly what a lot of my money goes to. I like the money I earn from these. Most of it goes to other people getting in breaks, but most of it goes to. Sometimes I get on Fanatics and I go there or whatnot and get in spin some wheels. I like getting breaks too. It's fun. I like doing it. That's where most of the money. Sometimes I'm like, hey, you need to spend enough time. Your time's worth money. Take a little bit out, put it for that. So, but okay, I'll do a few extra breaks. We'll take some of it and have some. Normally, getting in Nala's breaks, getting in. Mainly it's Nala and Card Deal, my main ones. I have not gotten a striker break in a while, just because Norm, he puts it out and on Wednesday. I don't know. I just always miss it. And Friday I'm at work when he post it, so I just never have a shot at getting in. So I haven't been in his break in a while, but I do try to. So him, then just I mean, sometimes I found some random people on YouTube. It shows them like it says they're breaking, and it's like a smaller breaker. I'm like, oh, who's this guy? You know, and I'd be like, just watching, happy something I'm halfway interested in, and I'm getting a random break. Anyways, what's going on trades? Any more trades? We're at the deadline. We're minutes away. Minutes away. Let's see what see what Chris Bubik on the move. We know that. We saw that earlier. What else? Oh, here's the one for the pitchers where we got Nolan Hoffman. Who's this Nolan Hoffman character? Anybody? Who's Manuel Colon? I'm shooting Manuel Colon is some sort of prospect of ours. Is also Nolan Hoffman. Is he a prospect kind of guy, or is he in the league? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, right, it is, but right again, right, that's where you can just use your judgment, right? You know, I mean, but even some of the guys that are, I mean, are kind of annoying stuff. They're still just doing breaks, right? I mean, I don't, especially if it's for a bigger break company, they may ignore the crap out of me, but right, they're just an employee, right? They're salesmen, is all they are. So I don't mind. That doesn't necessarily scare me. It just may annoy me. And it may be it's just overpriced. I'm not, and especially I'm not a guy that I can't afford to drop, $2,000 on a Jack Caglione 10 caser. I just can't do that. Yeah. So those guys, even some of them, like, that's not a bad value per se, right? That's not like, but I just can't do it. I'm not on there enough to get, I mean, I just will occasionally go on, especially when there's new releases. I'll kind of see if I can get in a break, or I usually like to do the wheels, try to find some smaller breaks where there's a wheel, just have fun. And that's done me well at times. I mean, just depend, sometimes I think I had one weekend where I just was on fire. I mean, it was fun. And some breaks, I'm like, I get some good teams and I get the players. I bet, didn't get the hits because it was like, yes, I got this good team for a really good value, but then you don't get it, and then the Toronto Blue Jays are hitting, and no one wants the Blue Jays, but the Blue Jays were hitting type thing, I'm like, dang it, man, I had the White Sox in Milwaukee in a chrome break, and got nothing. And, Blue Jays and Padres got some really cool hits, a couple image variations or something like that, image variation, and got an auto and parallel of Fernando tees all in one break. Got the good teams, and sometimes but there was one weekend last year during volleyball season that a volleyball tournament all weekend or all day. It was a 1 day all day tournament. They were there a long time because the girls made it to the championship game, surprisingly. But there, but I was just on Fanatics. I think it was new release of maybe it was last year's Series 2, maybe, or I don't think we were in the update territory yet. We could have been we could have been update territory, possibly. It may have just been Series 1 or 2, I mean. No, it would have been Series 2. It would have been update. Yeah, I think it was update, last year's update. Yep. And I had a weekend, man. And some of the teams, like, I hit a 1-on-1 Bryce Harper. Like, the Phillies weren't great, but you always got shot. I got a 1-on-1 Bryce Harper that I sold for like $800. And then a bunch of other hits too. There's some really nice relics, other autos, an auto relic. I was on fire. I did. It was fun. Rolls. Biggest trade I saw so far was Rushman to the White. Yeah, that's a big name. Who did the O's get? Anyways, let's see. Where are we at, guys? Where are we at? Fill me up here. At 11 spots left. Again, somebody will get a free spot because the site broke. Arnie, got you in. And who they get? Is it disclosed yet? I don't honestly know. Mets acquire. I don't know. I mean, this is earlier in our chat group. Mets acquire top 100 prospect Jefferson Rojas and trade with Cubs. Then Cubs. Oh yeah, someone said about Moises Ballesteros got traded to the Angels for Ryan Zeferhan. I was from the Cubs, where Moises was from. I'm just excited Bobby's back tonight. Bobby's been gone. It makes right now there's so many injuries for the Royals. You know, Tasquatch, who did not have a great start to the year, but he was turning around after wasn't he injured for a bit? He had a little injury, came back. He was batting like 210, got up to 235, was hitting some bombs all of a sudden, and it hurt again. He's out. Mikel's been out for 6 weeks now. Bobby was out for 10 plus days. Because he was out before the road trip, and then he missed a 10-game road trip. So about 2 weeks he was out for ish. Newbar going somewhere? Yeah, that was also when I was reading some stuff that possibly something like Newbar could be moved. But anyways, yeah. But like Pasquatch, like last year, most people would say Pasquatch had a bad year last year. I don't remember what his batting average was last year. I'm going to say it was like 250, but he had 32 bombs and 120 RBIs. That's serviceable for our first baseman, and he's a heck of a first baseman. He's really good defensive first baseman, especially digging stuff out of the dirt. Really good. He's just really good watching him. Salvy's good. Okay, good. Jack is not as good. Definitely not as good with his glove work compared to the Vinny. And I feel like Jack overall has improved his prowess in the outfield. He's no PCA, but he has now had more reps, and he started out there and he looked way better. But last year, Vinny, man, 32 bombs, 120 RBIs, and he had a bad year, according to most people, if you asked. There's just too many times he wasn't clutch for a while. I still have faith in Vinny. A lot of people are done with Vinny that I know. Everyone loves Vinny, the Pasquatch. We love him, but this year wasn't great. Last year it wasn't great, but he still had some good numbers. 32 bombs and 120 RBIs is. Oh, he's hugging in the dugout? Okay. The Struble trade is just bad for baseball. Yeah, well, I don't think that trade is necessarily anything to do with the Dodgers and money at this point. Because people, they just made the offer that the Tigers were willing to take, right? Because someone else could have made a good offer of players, but maybe they just didn't want those players, right? They maybe really liked these players, right? It worked out better for their future. But I know there were some other offers made. Some teams made offers. So I don't think the trade itself, you can say, the Dodgers. I get the Dodgers have them. I 100% get where you're coming from. It's like, oh my gosh, really? They got Scooble now? Like, frick, Dodgers. But this is not, they didn't buy him, right? This was just, hey, they traded for him. And honestly, a lot of the Dodgers moves they've made, a lot of these players they've had, like, it's yes, they bought Otani, but a lot of people were buying for him, um, but like, a lot of the other players that they have, bets, right? Boston blew that, right? Boston blew it. They got Freeman because the Braves decided to go with Matt O, which Matt O's a stud, I think, but so they just were able to get Freeman. No, Cags is never going to pitch. There's no way. He's not going to pitch. I mean, he could. I've never heard any talk of it, and at this point, no. Newt Bar to D-backs. Okay. Thanks, Drew, for the update. All right, let's see. All right, guys, 11 spots left. What you see here, so just the pop-up add addition to the little retail mixer. There's a bonus spot someone will get in our lucky 7. So we have an extra team. And then probably there's a chance I may go late tonight. If not, we'll make this a nooner tomorrow. So I won't get back to later. I've had a couple late nights lately. Last night we had Rip night. That went till 10:30. We were 2.5 hours. It was fun. I guess people came on. Some extra people came on. We talked. There were some people in the chat. It was a good time. Arnie was on too. That helped. So, but obviously Steve and Olivia, they could have ripped all night. We could have been ripping. We could have still been ripping probably with the stash they have, that everyone's jealous of. But they hustle. They hustle for that stash. They got incredible stash. They were ripping, and then we were just kind of hanging out near the end talking, and it was a good time. I was like, it's 10:30. Like last I remember was 9:30, and next thing I know is like 30. I got to leave the house at 7 in the morning. Do the doctor run. So I'm a little tired, and then the night before too. I think maybe. What was it? Oh yeah, because I did that. Yeah. Did we do a break on Saturday night? I think we did a break Saturday. Yeah, we did. That was the RD. That was the Project RDPA. And then I went to work I left the house before 5 the next day. We're at 5. So some late nights and early mornings back to back. May not tonight. I said I may, but I don't think I'll go live tonight. Probably. Now I'm thinking about it because I'm gonna be home till 10. But probably then, So if it doesn't fill here in a little while, it'll be a nooner tomorrow. That's what we'll be doing, a nooner tomorrow. Then maybe some more breaks tomorrow night once I get the rest of my boxes that I need. I have a box each for the other breaks that are on the site. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it is fun, right? It's like right. It's like fun when you have multiple people on there, just people talking, people ripping. It is fun. Right? It's just like ripping with a big group of people. It's like kind of like it's almost like you went to your LCS and hey, let's rip some boxes. It would be cool like to try to coordinate one with the release. Like, hey, bring your jumbo, bring your hobby boxes on. Rip it live. If you don't have a channel yourself that you want to make a video for or something, and you want to just come and have a fun night. Hey, we have a bunch of of those kind of things. Hey, get your jumbo, get your hobbies. And let's just have a fun rip night. Come on, we can have people can just come on, rip a box. Hey, we can get a cool look at what people are getting live. Maybe we'll try to do that sometime too. Maybe for update. Let's consider that, guys. Let's maybe work a plan for when 26 update comes out. Maybe we can have a rip night. Usually that's on a Wednesday, right? Typically, the flagships usually come out on Wednesday. So we could do a Thursday night type thing, right? Because you may not get your boxes till Wednesday, and maybe whatever. But if we just did it on a Thursday night, possibly we can see. Fun idea. Just that way. Hey, it's not the weekend. People don't have to wait 4 or 5 days to hold on to their boxes. We can have the hobby rip night. where for the new like a new release, kind of like a fun because I haven't done it in a while because I don't rip as much, especially hobby products as much. I'm normally doing more retail here on the channel now. I'll buy a bunch of it, or I probably could have bought some hobby on my hobby boxes, but I used to go to the hobby on a new release. I'd go to the hobby. I'd go to the store, LCS. Chrome came out. I'd go open, a couple jumbos or a couple hobbies or one of each. So, all right, Jake. Yeah, I'll let. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get this in right now because we're kind of pushing it. Because obviously, I need to leave around 6. If you don't get it sold here soon, I don't have time to break it. But we're at 11 spots left. And if not, I'll make a post about it and say, hey, the Monday mixer is now going to a Tuesday nooner. We'll do tomorrow at noon, and we'll sell 11 spots. And yeah, again, the other mixers on there, real nice mixers, in my opinion. I like the 22 mixer because it's got 6 autos for 45. Jumbo, man. I ripped so much of that so many 22 Topps Chrome Jumbos. I think I ripped 3 cases of that stuff. I think I opened a case at my card shop on opening weekend. And then I eventually got some more. And then they started the silver pack program. I ended up getting a couple, like a case or a case and a half with this, then that was before they talked about the silver packs. And then I think I ended up getting the silver packs later, maybe. I think the guy, like, okay, yeah, if you buy it, they say, I don't have the silver packs yet, but it was from a bigger sell. It was through eBay, but end up getting, some more. I was like on the hunt. Thoughts on Chrome Megas? As bad as Blasters have been, thinking about passing on them just to buy more All-Star. But if you can find All-Star Megas, I don't know. I don't have any of the Megas yet. I did order a few of the Fanatics Megas, 2 or 3, just to try those out. But I don't have any of those. I don't know. I'm going to be like you. I'm probably going to be like, do I want those? Wait and see. Probably is my thoughts on the Chrome Megas. And they almost have to be better than the Blasters, right? And I would probably say that the X Fractors probably are cooler to me than the baseball seams and the red, white, and blue. The X Fractors just have that history to them. People like those. And then they used to have it was exclusive on the waves, right? The Ray Waves were used to be exclusive to the Megas. I don't know that that's the case now, right? Because now the waves. Oh wait, but no, that's a wave, not the Ray Wave. Are the Ray Waves now exclusive to Megas? Is that what it's going to be? Because I thought at some point those were in all retails, the Ray Waves, or just Blasters. And I don't know, because they're not. I think the Ray Waves are now. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm waiting and seeing because how bad the Blasters have been. What do they sell for? That's my next question. I honestly don't know. Are they $69.99? That they're $70? Yeah, I would buy I'm pretty much probably done with 26 Chrome 2. I'm tempted if I saw like a lone soldier of a blaster or maybe 2, I may be like, okay, I'll pick them because like I got Jack and Carter in there. I got some, I got some skin to game. I love to hit my own parallel of them. Auto will be crazy, But the prices of the hobby right now, the hobbies are still up. They're down from where they were, but they're like 4-ish. And then the jumbos are down from 800 to like 640. But that's still a lot. So I won't be buying any, not even for breaks. That's just ridiculous to me. I can't. Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably in the same boat as most people. I think a lot of people have been waiting for update. And I don't even know who all the rookies will be that are in update. Obviously, update Chrome's going to be crazy with this whole rookie class that have their debut patch in there and big chases. So that will be a crazy set for that. But obviously, update's always fun. Update's always loaded because it's lower print. more hits in your jumbos. You're getting a lot of stuff. And usually like the update hangers are usually really good compared to Series 1 and 2. So yeah. Casey to Padres. Okay. I mean, I think that was the kind of most people were thinking Mize was going to go to. Those have always, like right now, those aren't up in price. Like I said, you can get those for a relative. I mean, like I think you can get those for like 270, 280 right now. But so obviously wouldn't sell it now. But in the past, right, previous years, like 23, right? There was no 24, but 23 is down a little bit right now. But at one point, it was like $400 to $500. I think you can get that for like 350 now, which is way more than what it originally came out for. But obviously, 22, most places are in the 500 to 600 range. I said my LCS has them for 800, which is crazy. So definitely, that's a kind of box to hold, right? It's a lower print run, right? There's less boxes, so they go up in value because there's just less of them, right? A lot of them get ripped, so they just kind of become more sought after at some point. And it depends on who's in it, but this year, right, it's really good checklist. The 26 rookies class is a good, again, is loaded pretty much at this point, right? I mean, all those guys. Yeah. I would hold it if I were you. If it was me, I'd hold it. If you're trying to try to sell it later, right? I mean, hold on to it, and it pops off. Next thing you know, you can sell it for like $500. Here in a year. Because probably right now, right? If you sold it somewhere, let's say you sold on eBay, I don't know what. Let's say it sells for even 300. You're only getting, 260-ish. I don't know if you could sell for 300 on there. What they're exactly going for. I know you can get them, I know, for under 300. I don't know how low, but because when I'm looking, I see them, I'm like, I never, did I get any hobbies of those? I'm trying to remember if I was able. I don't think I did, actually. I may not have got any hobbies. I just think I had some retail here and there when I could find them. All right, trade deadline. It's passed. It's 5:04 Central, aka 6:04 Eastern. It was 6 o'clock Eastern. What last second trades will be rolling in here? We hear about in the next little bit. I'm just still upset I haven't got any All-Star Megas. Should have bought those. I think they're at GameStop before anybody had seen it. Even like people knew that. I don't think even people. I don't know. Like it wasn't even like a fanfare for the release. They were out, and then I remember seeing them. Like it was days later. In like next week, kind of slowly people were ripping them and like, oh man, these are really good. Yeah, card. Yeah, we saw that earlier. Mayor to the Giants, I believe, right? Yep. Someone brought that up. Someone just said Mize to the Padres. Foster. Wait, was Marcelo Mayer? Was he on the Indians? I honestly, if is that what you're saying? To me, my head, he's still in Boston. But I know. I don't know who's Foster Griffin. That's not a bear. This is a bear. Fosters. All right, guys. Still 11 spots left. I think we're getting down to the point where probably won't even have time, even if in the next like 5 minutes we sell out, because we're going to the movies. No, he was with Boston. Okay. Is that part of that trade, or are you just referencing another trade? Or is this a three-way? You're speaking in riddles, man. Marcelo Mayer traded. Foster Griffin to Cleveland. So let me go ahead and do this now. Make the updated changes. So we're at 11. Still plenty of spots in the other mixers. Good fun. So over the next couple of days, I hope we get this in. Maybe late tomorrow night, maybe on Tuesday. But this is now going to become a Tuesday nooner. Yeah. Well, there's a ton going on. Obviously, you're a Cleveland guy, so I didn't know if that was like, oh, or just a separate statement. That's just kind of few words on the screen don't always tell the whole story. So I think we're going to change this to a Tuesday 8/4 at noon. I wish on here I could like keep it there and just scratch out, like have a line through Monday and now say Tuesday. But we'll do this. AKA Tuesday nooner. Let me change this. But oh my goodness! But now Tuesday. Save that. Save that. But we can. All right, more behind the scenes. Do this. Elements. Let's see. I have an old scratch. Gotta be some sort of line. There we go. Just this. And we'll okay. It's just black. Use this. Watch this. That's how you do it, guys. You like? Tuesday. We got close though. We got close. Make sure though. It's been a while since I've done some 22 hair tie number. Obviously, it's if you know what you're getting into 22 hair tie number, it's the big upside, right? It's what you're looking for. We're gonna get one numbered chrome card, typically, and then either an auto or relic, right? Really good rookies in there. Plus, there's other good autos in there, but obviously, I mean, the Bobby auto. Who doesn't want a Bobby real? I want a Bobby real one. I haven't looked in a while. I bet they're down to 700-800 raw. I bet, but at one point they were like 1,000 to 1,200 raw. Especially if it looked good, you were paying a premium for it. If it looked good on eBay, it was centered on the back. It wasn't the chipping or not a lot of chipping. No, at least had a shot at a 9. But the centering, you're like, okay, it would sell. But even then, right? It's still. But I haven't looked in a while. I should have bought the numerous ones that were offered to me. I probably could have got anywhere from $200 to $400 at the time, $200 to $300, I bet. Fail on my part. And I opened so many cases of those, and I was like, I'm gonna pull one. Well, yeah, and right, yeah, CJ Abrams, 22 now, right? That's what that 22 mix right did. It's kind of fun. So it has 22 chrome, which has all those guys have autos in it. You can't get the image variations. I don't That jumbo is one of the boxes I'm waiting for. I don't think I'm getting a silver pack with it that they got. At one point they were giving them, but they may have stopped that. It didn't say in the listing. I don't know if it's coming. If it does, it's extra at this point. Man, if I do get it, I'll throw it in the break, but I don't know that I'm getting it. I feel like in the past, and you bought, like they would say wherever you bought it from, hey, and plus the silver pack, but I don't think I'm getting it. All right. But 22 Bowman, and big names in that. Someone help me. I'm trying to remember. Obviously, there's Ellie, there's Churio. There's some other big names in that. What are the other names in 22 Bowman? There was a couple other names like, oh, that's good. That's good. Roman was 23. Roman Anthony at 23. Anyways, let me get this before I forget. All right, let's see. Okay. You're saying Jackson Holiday's in that? Is he in that, or is he in 22 draft? As far as first, I'm talking first. Wasn't it? Was he in 22 draft, Jackson Holiday? I'm not an expert on all of them. I was thinking. Yeah, he was in draft. Yeah, he was Bowman draft. He was first Bowman draft. Colson Montgomery. Yeah, that was maybe one of the names I've seen. I looked at it recently, and then is Chase DeLauder in that, I think? Nope, he's in draft too. His first is in draft. Bowman 22 Bowman draft is a good one. They're not cheap though. I had those for a while. I had the Hobby Lights, whatever they were called, and those were fun. We never got any huge hits, like the number card we would get if we got one. I don't know if we got any autos, but I think is Mizrowski in that too. I think, or not? Was he more recent? Who else is in 22 Bowman? Keeps coming up with names. 22 Bowman Chroma says Murakami. I thought about maybe getting a 22 like hobby box because you got the rookies in that. Bobby has his rookie in that. Who the other rookie? And all those guys. So no Elliott, no Jackson. Who else? We'll check Holston. I thought that name does sound like one of the guys I saw. So also, sometimes the easiest way to tell is find a graded card because someone could put whatever, right? So you got look here, just a cheat sheet for everybody. So if you're not sure, so make it bigger. That says 22 Bowman, right? It's a chrome right down there. It says chrome. Obviously, that's where it is a chrome. If it said 22 Bowman chrome, that means it came from 22 Bowman chrome, right? This is a 22 Bowman chrome first, right? Parallel, but it's from 22 Bowman. Or if it's from 22 Bowman chrome, it will say 22 Bowman chrome. And then if it's draft, it will say 22. When it has a first, it will say 22 Bowman draft. So that's just a good way to check because that's usually how I've done it now. Cause I'm like, I can remember, but it's just find a graded card of it, and then okay, yeah, that's what the set is from. You can also look at the back too. It's not quite. It says right BCP. You're like, oh, Bowman Chrome, but I think maybe it says something different. Then obviously if it's Bowman Draft, it'll say BD Bowman Draft, and then may see at the end possibly maybe BDCP. I don't know. I can't remember. But that's the easiest way to tell what set that comes from. Right, so he's from 22 Bowman. And then obviously, you know, so it's like 20, 22 Bowman. Just do first. PSA. So you can just go through and see. So this guy, Christian Franklin, Bowman Chrome is his first. This is his first auto. Okay, technically, sometimes a guy will have a Bowman. He'll have a Chrome in one set, and then the next set he'll have his first auto or something like that. Right? Sometimes weird. I don't know. Not the biggest. Oh yeah, Bowman Draft was Jacob. 22 Bowman Draft is pretty good. And I wish I bought more of those Hobby Light boxes. Curtis Mead, also in Bowman. He's hurt right now. Who did he go to? He got traded. I'm trying to remember who. Anyways, but yeah, so he has a first in 22 Bowman. James Wood. James Wood. I knew there was nothing in the name. James Wood. Thank you. James Wood. Does he have autos in it, though? Right, that's the thing. Maybe he didn't have an auto in it. Okay, that's sometimes the sneaky part. Sometimes the sneaky part. So he was in 22. Well, just curious. We can see who. There's Chase. We know that was Draft. We already saw him. We know Montgomery. Adam Cross was in Chrome. Nope, Draft. 22 Draft. Come on, show me some different names. Let's type Wood Auto. Let's see. Oh, he did. Okay. Nice. He did. Good. Okay. Check. Go offline here. I did not. I don't always buy. Maybe I should. Also, sometimes that site messes me. Like I can't. It won't let me order very. That like it says sign to your account. I try to sign to my account, and it won't let me sign to my account. I'm like, it's frustrating. Oh, but no, that's a different one. Okay, never mind. Actually, that one does work. I read it in my head. I read a different place. So yeah, okay, James Wood. I knew there was another big name in it. Who is it? Yeah. So Churio, Ellie, and Wood are definitely the headliners. That's three. Anyways, so that's in the mixer, the 22 mixer. I got a 22 Bowman Hobby in there. Hi, Josh. Nationals. Steve, what are you talking about? Nationals. Is there a trade for Nationals? All right, guys. I'll probably just hang out for a little bit longer. Obviously, the break won't happen now because there's no way I could get it done here in the next. Go see Spider-Man. Chrome Megas do come up soon. It may be, and it's this week, I think. I don't remember if it. Yeah, maybe that's what's Wednesday, and then the Chrome Update Basketball is Thursday. I think I was thinking that was Wednesday, but I think you're right. I do want to say probably on the 5th. That yes, this the 5th. Yes, Chrome Megas come out on Wednesday. That is correct. So we'll turn this into a nooner tomorrow. 11 spots left. Again, somebody will still get it. I'm not going to fix it. Someone will still get the bonus spot, the lucky 7. I took a spot too, just because I didn't want to fix it. Yeah, Red Sox. You're right. Yeah, because you got traded the Red Sox, then you got hit in the hand, right? And then at first it was like, it's okay, but then the MRI showed some sort of hairline fracture. But yeah, so that's 22 Bowman. Obviously, you're not guaranteed to get one of those guys autos or but hey, even as the base first of those guys, nice. It's always fun. Let's do a 2020 Bowman. I almost picked one of those up, but I'm like, I didn't have a spot for it in a break. Because I already had some boxes, then I was buying some boxes. I did see a 2020 Bowman. I was like, that'd be fun to rip. I should maybe I'll buy some of that for mixers. That's what I try to do. Like, what I do is like, okay, I'll find a box. I'm like, okay, that's a decent price. I'll save that for some mixers. I've been buying boxes the last month or two, just here and there, and getting my stash up. And then I was like, okay, Chrome came out. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to compete with that. But now there's a little bit of a lull. Chrome has been out now for whatever, 2 weeks now, and kind of a lull, a little bit of a lull. Something comes out this week, I think. No. Yes, next week, whenever the Pristine comes out. That comes out here in the next couple of weeks. But oh no, last week, what's his name? What came out? I didn't get any boxes. It was Pristine comes out later, but it was Tribute, and I actually tried for those. I like that. I like Tribute better than, personally, than the whatever I just said. Anyways, so I was like, okay, I'll buy some boxes, just start stacking up. I like to do mixers here, multi-year mixers, or like a concentrated like mixer. Like I'm doing a 22 mixer. That'd be kind of fun. Obviously, big 22 guy, and plus it's good, right? Good stuff in there. So, so I did see 20 Bowman. Like, oh man, I kind of want to buy that. That'd be fun to throw in a mixer. Scooble is in that. I think 2020 Bowman, right? I think Scooble is his first is in there. Obviously Bobby. I don't remember everyone else. Joe Ryan. I think it was J Dom in that too. Jason Dominguez, I think, had his first in that. I can't remember everybody, but I'm pretty sure Scooble has his first. I think is in 20 Bowman. I know Joe Ryan is. He's a stud. He's not Scooble. He's still a stud. And obviously Bobby. So I did consider that, but I can't buy everything, right? I can't buy. Unfortunately, I gotta that's why I said I can't. Got to pick and choose. Okay, I'll buy this. I got some money that I can spend at the moment. Put in my war chest. Yeah. If I had unlimited money and money wasn't a problem, yeah, I'd be doing all kinds of breaks. I'd be buying breaks stuff, but it doesn't work that way around here. Gotta be selective with what I can buy. So, but that's a good call though. I like it, Steve. And it really did recently. I did come across it. I'm like, ooh, that'd be fun, but just didn't fit into what I was doing. So, although it does tie in, for 2022. Bobby, but wasn't 20. I was going to do. And 22 Bowman's pretty good. Big time players in there that have first. And for a fair price too, right? I mean, like the 24 Bowman draft, a jumbo is like way too much money. A case of jumbos, I think I saw for 13 grand for 24 Bowman draft jumbos. Maybe it was super jumbo or jumbo. I don't know, but it's like, oh my goodness, 13K on sale. For an 8-box case, it was like 1,600 a box or something like that. I can't remember. Something along those lines. Not cheap. 1,700-1,800 bucks a box. It means it's good, right? And this means that it's loaded, fresher. Obviously, the farther you go back, it's less potential, right? The newer the Bowman is, there's more potential, right? Anybody could break out. Obviously, there's still a shot. Someone from 2020 Bowman, maybe there's some guy that you never know. Like maybe maybe been in the league for a couple years, and next thing you know, he turns it around and he's an all-star for a couple years, and he's really good. Possible, but the farther you go back, the more you know about the product. It's kind of set in stone if it's good or not, who's good, and newer stuff. There's still the potential, and if it's just loaded too, right? Certain sets are just loaded with the guys, so. Tomorrow, nooner, we're going to do this mixer instead of a Monday mixer. I'm turning into now a Tuesday mixer. We're going to do it at noon. 11 spots left. Again, someone will get the bonus spot. And I am in the spot and the break. And my website took 2 out. I thought just 1, and then I realized it was 2 after doing the math. So I just put myself down for 1. I would like to get the Royals because 22. The long shot of getting a Bobby from that. I never pulled myself. I'd trade the Dodgers. I would trade the Dodgers. I would trade any team. But I'm going to say it now. If I get the Dodgers, you get the Royals, let's trade. Even though, obviously, there's a lot of Ohtani potential in there. And to me, that's the thing. But if you get the Dodgers, you're like, oh, man. Potential life-changing money. I mean, not like, where you're retiring, but life-changing, hobby-changing, right? $5,000 card, $10,000 card, of Ohtani. You hit to create, that hit. That's the Dodger thing. It's like, it's tough. But in this, I would take the Royals for Dodgers. I would trade the Dodgers. Ohtani's got stuff and everything Dodgers. Because 24, he went to the Dodgers. I don't know what he has in this. He may or may not have autos in my number. I couldn't tell you at the top of my head. We could go look, but he's Dodgers in that for sure. You got some stuff. Just for that shot of Bobby, the long shot. But anyways, it's also so there's that, and then someone will get a free spot. The caveats that aren't listed on the break. Because normally I don't get into my breaks. I did for the Project RDPA because that was part of it. Community event, whatever it's called. I don't know. Nerding out. All right, guys. Appreciate it. If you could, hit the like. Hit the sub if you're new. Notification bell as well if you're interested in getting in a break. And that's how you find out. Most of the time. It doesn't work for everybody. Sometimes the notification sucks on YouTube. But anyways, I post here on YouTube once there's a break up on my website, KC Card Breaks. And with the link, you can go check it out. Get in if you want. If not, come hang out. Have a good time. And root for your friends. And yeah, again, as always, appreciate it. Till next time. See you.